Excuse me. All right, we are live, and I'm going to try and keep it quiet because I have to do this inside. I like to take these. Hopefully, you can hear me. I'm trying this with the mic. Typically, I like to take these first few minutes to say hi to anyone watching the replay. So, for you guys, let's pull a card. Which deck? This deck. Oop, we got a jumper. Let yourself sparkle and shine. All right. Yeah, you are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. So, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you've been thinking about doing anything, do it. Take the jump, take the leap. This is more for me, but they're saying it's for you too. We have, oh, hey, how are you doing? How's it going today? How are you doing today? How's it going? Kylie, how's it going? Good to see you. Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me with the mic? Good morning. Seaboom89, how's it going? I don't know if you'll stick around, but hi. Yeah, the car is not near Wi-Fi. I couldn't park near Wi-Fi, so I'm just showing that I am not homeless today, I guess. But I might have to keep it quieter because of the neighbors, and it's early-ish, so good. You can hear me? Perfect. Good, good, good. How's life? How are things? How's the gold jewelry? By the way, you're on the right path, Kylie. If you didn't, this just says spiritual path. This is from the Crystal Angels Oracle card deck. And it's just spiritual path, and my guide just said you're on the right path. So you're on the right path in general. But stress reduction came through too. So heck yeah. Yeah, I feel like gold has good energies, just good properties on top of just, I mean, it looks cool. Hey Grace, how are you doing? Black 44 Panther, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty well today. I'm doing pretty well. I'm like trying to get accustomed to not being in my car for this. By the way, Black Panther is very synchronistic for me, so thanks for jumping in and saying hey. Oh, thanks for the follow, Area of Fun. Yeah, so I'm pretty much, if anyone's just here, just chilling, I'm just channeling answers for people who have questions. I'm pulling cards here. All for that's good. Stephanie, how's it going? Good to see ya. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll have to look up the metaphysical properties of gold and like see, but I feel like I think it's protective. I don't remember much about it. I just know it's good. It's good for probably bringing in abundance too. If you feel stressed, yeah. Good morning. How are you doing? How's New York? How's the neighbors? Black 44 Panther. Oh, that's the deck. Archangel Samael. Choose harmonious responses. Act with wisdom and grace. So, what I'm hearing, this has nothing to do with the card. I'm hearing you're coming into your own, though, if that makes sense. I feel like you have a lot to uncover, though, too, if that makes sense. Oh, trip and travel. So, general message, I feel like you're uncovering a lot about yourself, or will soon, or that's like just kind of the next year is just kind of uncovering new things about yourself is what I'm getting. As far as the trip, first thing they're saying is have fun. So let's see. I want to pull a card for the trip. No, they don't want me to channel. They just want me to channel. They're like have fun and be you. I don't know if you're going to see anyone in particular or what you're doing, but be you, if that makes sense. Anything else? And they're saying you'll be safe the whole time if you were worried about that. Anything else? Oh, they just want to say you're a good egg, Black Panther. So, oh no, sorry. That was for Grace. That was all for Grace. I'm so sorry. No, I got mixed up with two people. Black Panther, the uncovering stuff with, wow, I got mixed up on the comments already. So Black Panther, oh my gosh. That card was for you stepping into your own and uncovering things about yourself. That was for you. Anything else for you right now? yeah, any leaps you want to take right now or feeling called to take, I would do it. And they're saying something about like potentially going the unconventional route if you're considering something unconventional, like in I don't know, business or just any area of your life. I hope that brings some sort of clarity or message for you. Your trip, Grace. Sorry for getting you mixed up there. It was pretty much everything I said about the trip. For some reason, I thought that was the same person asking those two questions. Um, Queen of Cups. I enjoy your channeling. It's very fast. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't realize that was like fast channeling until people started commenting that it was really fast. So, but thank you. I, uh, I just trust the speed it comes through. Addis Tracy. Can I channel in general? Just for you or just in general? I mean, I'll just channel a message. It'll apply to you, but it might be general too. Hold on 1 second. Welcome, welcome. We just want to say that in general, those of you who are here, and you as well, Addis Tracy, we want to let you know that you are uncovering new aspects of self as we speak. This is something that is upcoming, and we want to say the astrology with the new moon. There are new aspects of yourself to be uncovered, to be explored. And this is after you have released a good bit of the old, if that makes sense. So if you have felt or noticed things falling away, we would urge you to trust that and to not get too hung up on the specifics of it. For just letting go allows you to bring that new in, if that makes sense, to uncover the new and allow you to be who you are meant to be. Does that make sense? So please trust as things unfold over the next week to months to year, for it is all on track. It is all for the highest good. And even if things feel like there is a lot of destruction, that is okay. It is just allowing new to come in. Does that make sense to you all? Well, you cannot really answer. You can comment in the comments if you want, but that is the message for now. Okay. Ooh, cool. I hope that brought some stuff for you guys. Queen of Cups. Does Spirit know when I'll be moving? I'm hearing it's up in the air. Let's see. They're saying sooner rather than later, though. I don't know what your specific situation is, but I don't think it'll be too long. I'm hearing sooner rather than later. I'm not getting a specific time frame, but they're saying soon. So I hope that helps and resonates. Kylie Dustle. I'm applying for grad school this week. Is there anything I need to be focused on or looking out for? So I think that's part of the you're on the right track card, if that makes sense, is that you're on the right track doing that. As far as focused on or looking out for, I feel like you already know what you want. So I would guess, see if this applies to you, because I remember if you're not sure which way to go, if there's a decision, I think you kind of know already, but go with what feels lighter to you. Like I was actually hanging out with a friend and she was talking about picking grad school choices and as she thought about different options, like there was one that felt lighter to her body, just more relaxed, and like that's the one you should go to. So don't get too caught up. But actually, what the tip they want me to give is like just kind of like feeling into your heart, dropping into your heart, and then just kind of feeling from there like what perks you up, if that makes sense. That's kind of what they're getting. But they're just saying you're on the right path. Just keep going. That's what I'm getting for you. Stephanique, you're throwing me off by not being in your car today. I'm throwing me off by not being in my car today, but I don't have Wi-Fi. There wasn't a parking spot close enough to my Wi-Fi, so and normally it just opens right up and it's right there. So I'm trying to be a little bit quieter because the neighbors until it's well, it's like it's almost 9 in the morning. That's pretty not super early, right? But yeah, I don't normally like. I think that was the first time I like went full channel mode in my apartment, like out loud, because normally, I mean, I've channeled or just relayed messages for friends as they came over, but I haven't had a lot of people over because of COVID, so I'm still like getting used to it. Queen of Cups, awesome. Ask Tracy, yes, awesome. Black Panther, thank you. I wouldn't mind a trip now too. Me too. You resonate with the message strongly. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm glad that resonated though. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I want to take a trip too. Steampunk Grace. Yes, awesome. I'm glad that resonated, guys. Little hippie, little hood. Good to see you. Good morning. How's it going today? Steampunk 420, same. Hello. Yeah. Queen of Cups. Thank you. Little hitty, little hood. Feeling a bit lost. What can I do to reconnect with my guides and gifts? Quick answer is sit with it, which is such a boring answer, but that's what I'm. They're like literally just take 20 minutes and just sit with it, is what I just heard. And I'm. Okay, cards are flying everywhere. Easy Does It was a card that just popped out. I think that's for you a little bit. That might have been for me as well. But let's see, just sit with it, and it might help you to practice more. I was just talking about this with some friends the other night, because it's like there's a channeler in our area here, and what she always says is like, all you need to do is practice, and that's been coming through a lot too when I talk with you guys. And I didn't know that's something that she purported for, like how to get good with this stuff, but it does apply. So it's like, that's why I think so often my guides are like, yeah, do card readings, like record yourself doing card reading. It's just something to like keep you in that zone. But for you, they're like, yeah, pull some cards for yourself, but it's really about meditating. I don't know if you've been meditating or trying to, but actually do guided meditations. And try, I know there's no affiliation, and I talk about this dude a lot, but Lee Harris has a lot of really good guided meditations. There's one that he does, and it's like connect to the cosmos, and it's like connect to the cosmos, connect to the earth. It's like these like bundle of like 2 channeled meditations. It might be worth you looking into them. I don't think they're free, unfortunately, but if you don't feel like that's your jam, you can totally find a free one, and that resonates for you. And there's plenty out there. And I don't know if you do Reiki, but if you do self-Reiki would also help. I think that would be a good idea for you, because that's, I think, what I'm hearing is like just kind of sitting there and being open to like receive the energies or to receive can help like just kind of get you in that zone where you have that connection going, if that makes sense. So that help. I hope that helps. Oh, and they're saying something about working with Archangel Raphael. I would look into that if you haven't or haven't looked into that yet, or don't do that. But you will get there, by the way. They're like, she'll get there. Kylie Dusty. I think I call you Kylie Dostal sometimes, and I really apologize if I botched your name. Yeah. Dusty. Okay, it's Dusty, by the way, with a T. I'm so sorry that I've been messing your name up. Ooh, I do not know how to say that. SMJ Fitz. I'm having anxiety about this new person that has come in. He feels like a soulmate. Will it last? I get yes. They want me to share the way that... So my guys relay messages different ways. Like sometimes they just give me the answer. They gave me the answer, but there's also a skit in SNL, and it's Saturday Night Live. And it's like this space pants like skit. It's so funny because it's like this, there's like these dudes like doing like a mob deal on the table, and then this dude shows up in his space pants singing this ridiculous song, and like I don't know. I kind of lost track there, but essentially like halfway through the skit, like there's the mob boss pulls out like a gun, and he's like, "Hey, you want to give me my money now?" And then like they're like too engrossed in this ridiculous like space pants dance to like even like pay attention to him. It's like, "Hey, so what's going on up there more interesting than what's going on over here?" And they're like, "Kinda." And I don't know why I'm telling that whole story, but if someone needs a laugh, maybe look that skit up, space pants. But yeah, I feel like it will last, or high probability is more what I want to say. I'm hearing high potential, SMJ Fitz. Sorry to go off on a space pants tangent for your question. But let's see. Is this person a soulmate? Yeah. I'm almost getting some twin flame energy in there, and are they actually a twin flame? No, yeah. So I think it's just like it's like a twin flame, like vibration. Because I think sometimes like it really depends on where you're at. But I remember I had a friend, and she was talking about how if you don't meet your twin flame, like you'll just find soulmates that kind of have a similar, the relationship has a similar energy. So if you're into twin flame stuff, I would potentially look into that. There's a lot of weird info on that I feel like can get easy to, it can throw you off more than help you. But I am picking up on some of that energy potentially. that might be part of like why you're feeling anxious, but not really. Sorry, they're like, not really. I hope that answers. I think I drew that question answer out very long, so I hope that helped. Rebecca Canode. Well, oh, lost my husband last year. Is there anything that he has to say to me, or what I should do? Let's see. Let's see if he shows up. Yeah, okay. My guides don't want me to channel him, but are there any messages that's good for me to relay? So what I'm hearing, this is he's doing well. They're saying he's a good soul. But any messages for Rebecca regarding him? I'm sorry for your loss, by the way. It's not easy. I guess what I'm hearing is stay the course. I think if you're still grieving, I'm not saying stay stuck in grief, but like allow yourself to grieve, and like it's okay to be where you're at with that whole process. I am hearing that he does love you though. And he wants you to be free and be happy, if that gives you a general direction. It's like, don't be afraid to move on is what I'm hearing, but if you're still processing, don't be afraid to do what you need to process. But anything more specific, they're like, no, you're on the right track. So, it's weird. I mean, sometimes these are very general like things, but he's like, I'm hearing he loves you and he's helping you out. And you might see like signs around you about him. And he's saying he doesn't mind if you move on in love, by the way, if that's something you were ever worried about. I don't know if you already found someone or not, but that's another thing he's saying. But don't rush yourself. But they're just saying the same thing, like you're on the right path. So that's kind of what I'm hearing. I know that's not super. Oh yeah, and I just flipped this card open. It says "Ready to Love Again," Tanzanite. So they're like, he's good, you're good, don't worry, it's all good. So I hope that helps. I know I don't always pass on loved ones aren't like my forte. They do show up. I do get messages, but it's not what I gravitate towards. But I hope that helped. Black Panther. May I ask if I do need to know something specific about a soulmate I am connected with? May I ask if I do need to know something specific about a soulmate I am connected with? What I'm missing? Hold on. Let me make sure I understand the question. I don't feel like you're missing anything. I mean, the first things I hear are trust the. I don't feel like. Yeah, trust the process was the first thing I heard. They're showing me some red flags, so if there are any, I'd pay attention to that. I don't know. I'm hearing it might not be exactly, I don't know, I'm hearing like it's not exactly the best situation. I don't know if that's true. I might need a little more clarification on like the situation. I'm hearing you're not really missing anything. I don't know if that even helps. It might, they're saying like, they're okay, but it might be a good idea to move on. I don't know if like you're actually seeing them. I don't know what the situation is exactly, but they're really urging you to pay attention to all the signs is another thing I'm hearing. I hope that helps. Feel free to like leave more, like if there's something I'm not getting about the question, feel free to elaborate more in the comments a little bit and I'll delve more into it. And if you have a yes/no question, I can answer that really quickly. Prince Priestess, hey, how are you doing? Good morning, Brandon. Love the new spot. Anything my guides are telling me? Thank you. Yeah, I'm still adjusting to like doing this not in the car. Anything for Prince Priestess? You're also getting stay the course. That's been like a common message today, which is good. Oh, I have cards falling. So I know you were like asking about career last time, but this card is jumping out. There's so much jumping out. Okay, which card? There might be a lot to celebrate right now. We have ceremonies and celebrations. This is the card that really jumped out at me, is Divine Life Purpose. And what they're saying is like stay on purpose. So in what ways? I feel like you know, like stay on purpose. I think that's a general message because they're just like just in general. So if you feel like you have a purpose, I don't know if that's helping others in a particular way, or even if that's just delving into more about who you are and uncovering more of that. Do that if that makes sense. Um, we also have the give it to God card. So any confusion right now, I would give it up to God. Clarity is coming eventually. If you've been having trouble finding clarity, I'm hearing next couple months. Um, and I would let go of control to a certain degree too. If there's like situations you feel like you're trying to control, which don't worry, like everyone comes to that at some point for the most part, where they're just like, oh my gosh. But I'm just hearing like don't grasp too hard. Like I just see like grasping at straws. So let's see. Let's summarize this nicely for Prince Priestess. What's the best summary here? What I just heard is like you're on the right path, and everything I just said is pretty nitpicky. So, but that's what was kind of coming out in the cards and what I was hearing. But yeah, and on another, this card popped out again, the give it to God card. So, I would trust your situation, and if there's anything you've been thinking about walking away from, I would highly consider it because I just heard something about walking away. I hope that helps you out. Peony Boy, how's it going? Kelly Dusty. It definitely helps knowing I'm on the right path. It helps when I feel lost or insecure. Yeah, for sure. And sometimes. Okay, cards are like flying everywhere. I should probably just not mess with these while I'm talking. So, yeah, sometimes we get like all like, oh, what do I need to be doing? And like, there's not that really. It's not that there's nothing we need to be doing. It's just that like in general, we're actually like just kind of need to stay the course and like let life show us where to go, or let life show up to guide us, if that makes sense. But I feel like you're doing better than you think you are. Excuse me. Kim Ver, how are you doing? Good morning. Good. Kim Ver says, good morning, Brandon. Good morning. Queen of Cups. I'm going to throw a music festival for us all to meet and come together sometime in the future. That would be cool. That would be really cool, actually. I I don't think I've been to music festivals, but not like any like EDM music festivals, if that makes sense. Back in the day, I used to go to like Summerfest in Wisconsin, which is like rock music. So, but that would be super cool. Kim Ver, I'm going through a rough time. Do you have anything for me? Whoa, okay. So this card jumps out. Titanium Rainbow Quartz. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. Multifaceted is the main thing. That doesn't really help me. But I don't know if that really helps you either. But we're pulling an angel card. This is a weird message. I don't know if this will like hit you at all, but I'm hearing like expand out of it, and I don't know if that would help you at all as advice. But because we have Archangel Gabriel, and it's shimmer with diamond light, express your creativity. But expand out of it was the phrase I heard, and that could be expansion of consciousness. I'm hearing things will clear, but give it time. I think, let's see what this card wants to say. Yeah, I would take some time if you haven't, and like even just like clear your energies, like with like a smudge spray or like a sage, or just kind of like get clear, and then I'm hearing life will work it out. I feel like there's complexity to the situation. I'm hearing something about balance needing to be restored, but I think so. Let's see. Is this a tough time externally? A little bit internally? No. I'm hearing there's a lot of expansion happening while you're going through this. And I'm curious if I think express your creativity is a good message for you here too. If it might help you get your mind off things if you take some time just to be creative. I don't know if that directly solves the issue, but that can also be a healing kind of endeavor as well. Let's see, any specific messages for her situation? What I'm hearing is, I don't know the specifics of the situation, but the more you come to love, the better it gets. And I'm just like centering and balancing is they keep showing me scales and like things coming into balance. So I think the more you can the more you can create come to center, balance, and try to get to love in the situation, I don't know if it'll resolve quicker, but you'll at least be doing better through it. So I don't know if that helps at all. If you have any more specific questions about your situation, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll see what comes through. Kylie Dusty, I have an odd question for Spirit. I hear ear ringing a lot. Is it them communicating or my sinus issues? So I actually feel like it's neither. It's like both and neither at the same time, because a lot of the times, so let me just make sure before I jump into the answer that I got it. I feel like it's energetic downloads, if that makes sense. A lot of the times my ears will ring with like with ascension downloads, or just like I'll just like a lot of downloads energetically. Like I'll feel the energy, I'll feel my crown chakra expand, I guess. I'll feel the energy flowing through. I'll feel like I need to lay down for a bit sometimes too, depending on the situation. And then like my ears will just kind of ring. But that can happen with high frequency energies. His ears will ring. Anything else? Does that answer the question for Kylie accurately? Yeah, cool. I hope that helps bring some clarity. Charity Hughes 5 says hello, and I say hello back. How are you doing? Gabby, hey, good to see ya. Gabby says, good morning. Can you tell me about a past life? Is there one in particular you want to know about, or just in general? Let's see if there's a past life for Gabby that's coming through. You know what? It's interesting because I'm not a huge like Lemuria Atlantis person, but I heard Egypt / Lemuria, however you say it, Lemuria. I'm not huge on the whole Atlantis Lemuria thing, but I heard Lemuria and I heard Egypt were two that were popping through, if that makes sense. And I'm hearing scribe. I don't know if that's just what I'm hearing, and that's probably more Egypt, but like record keeper, if that's just what I'm hearing. And that could be, was that business? That might have been spiritual, actually. I don't know what's up with that, but that's what I'm picking up on now. So hopefully that answers what you're going for. Huge bedunkers. I asked my angels to send me a pink butterfly for a specific meaning, and I saw two. Is it what I think? Yes. Yeah. There you go. Well, there you go. That's there. So you know you can manifest. But I get yes. Is it exactly what he thinks it is? Yeah. I mean, that's it. That's right on. That's awesome. Lil Hippie Lil Hood. I do angelic Reiki. Heck yeah. I just got my 1st and 2nd degree. Thank you, Han. I'll try those meditation. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, that makes sense because they're saying do self Reiki, and they don't normally say do self Reiki unless you already do Reiki. But I hope glad that helped. Astro Cutie 666. Good morning. Good morning, Astro Cutie. How's it going? Steampunk 420. Great. Guidance from Spirit on how to astral project shifting. Oh man, I would not say that's my forte, but let's see what my guides have to say. What source has to say, spirits, the angels. So you can do it. I am hearing it takes practice. There are YouTube videos on the topic on like how to do it, and like what I remember, and I've never actually gotten, I think I've done it without realizing it, kind of, sorta, but it's kind of like you just, in the one video I watched where I got closest, you lay there, and if your body feels uncomfortable, you just don't move. Like normally you might get the urge to roll over or like move or like scratch an itch, and you just literally just like lay there through it. And like eventually what happens is you start to go into like a sleep paralysis in a sense, because you're still awake, but you're tricking your brain, so to speak, into thinking you're asleep. And so your brain does the thing where like when you're asleep, it does whatever it does for your body, where like you don't move in your sleep, so you're not acting out all your dreams. And so you're still awake while that's happening, and then you're supposed to be able to astral project from there. Like you're supposed to like be able to get up. That's one way. Another, I want to see what they bring through more specifically for you though. They're saying to check out YouTube videos, which is the boring answer, but I do want to channel through if they will allow me to. So this is random advice, but they're seemingly, they're like, when you're falling asleep, focus on your third eye. And then just like visualize yourself walking around your home. But it's not like you're leaving your body, so to speak. It's like you're there, if that makes sense. I'm hearing that'll be like a start, or like when you start to feel it. It's like a start to the journey. But I would look up more YouTube videos as well, and maybe try combining that with some of the other tips if that even makes sense to do that. Anything else? I feel like you do it without realizing at times as well. I think that's, and I feel like you know that, but you want control over it. So I'm sorry that I'm not more help. But yeah, as you're falling asleep, focusing on your third eye, visualizing yourself someplace you're familiar with, and like you're like just intending like you're there. And you know what? You can also, I don't know if you've like even just manifested it or written it down, where you're just like, universe, I ask to astral project in the highest and best ways. Please lead me to that in the highest of us understandings of how to do that. So I'm sorry that's not like a very specific way to do it, but that's what I'm getting for you. It's not my forte. Astro Cutie 666, is there anything I need to hear? Anything big on the horizon for me? Let's see. So a common message today, which is awesome, it must be collective, is that you're on the right track, you're on the right course, Astro Cutie. So let's see what else. I don't know if you're dating anyone, but just say there's just like, there might be a boost to your love life, if that makes sense. I'm hearing that's a potential thing for you. And, oh, why do you keep seeing your birth time for you? Time everywhere. Weirdly, I'm hearing upgrade. I feel like, and then they're doing like the it's your birthday song. I really feel like for you, what does that mean? I feel like that means there's gifts coming, because it's like it's your birthday, you get gifts. That's what I'm getting for you as far as right now. Anything else that means? I think there's more to it than that. They're saying that they're like, tell her to look into astrology. So I don't know if you do astrology. I don't know if you've had your chart read in a while, but I would. I mean, Astro Cutie is your name, so it sounds like you're into that. But they're saying the answer is in astrology, if that makes sense. So that would make sense. There's probably something there for you. But going back to the original question. But they want to elaborate. There's so much more to that birth time for you. So don't get caught up on just what I said. There's a lot more to it for you. Anything else? Anything big on the horizon? I mean, body pendulum goes to yes. They're just like, they're saying stay the course because it's coming. They want to say keep doing readings. Anything else? Like keep posting, keep doing readings. Stay the course is the big message, which is cool. I think, oh yeah, you know what? It's Sunday. I think it's a new moon today. So everyone remember to manifest. They want me to go back to the birth time. Okay, and they want me to hurry up. They're like gifts, blessings, birth charts. There's a lot of expansion coming for you, is what I'm hearing. And I think they want me to move on from there. If there's any cords you feel like you need to cut, I would do that. I'm not huge in like getting super wrapped up in like, I feel like you get it. But if you have any cords you need to cut with the past, I would look into that. But does she really? A little. I think you're okay for the most part. Just stay the course. Sorry for taking too long there. SMJ Fit. Ha ha ha. That's amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh yeah, that was your reading. You're welcome. Kylie Dusty. Anything on the horizon for me? I feel a big change is coming. Yes. IDK if it's romance, career, or IDK. I feel like it's more of the second one, career. Is it romance? Big change coming. Romance on the horizon. Eventually romance. Yes. Anything else? I'm hearing career, home life. Is the two things I'm hearing. I think it is pretty big though. I'm hearing big, 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 big. So I think that's validating that for you. They're random message. They're saying amethyst is a good crystal for you right now. So if you have any amethyst, maybe sit with that or meditate with a chunk for a second. Stephanie, can Spirit tell me what I should do about Shane? Do you see us being together or should I move on? Unfortunately, or fortunately, I get the second one about moving on. Do you see the spirit? My body pendulum went no with seeing together. Should I move on? I went yes. I'm hearing there is a better option, but they're also saying don't worry too much about it because you will find love, is what I'm hearing. Oh, nope. Hold on. I was gonna pull a card, but then they like covered the card up and I couldn't pull it. So, oh. Okay. Anything else? I think that covers it. I hope. Sorry, Stephanie. I don't like always bringing that message through, but I feel like at the same time, there's usually a message of like, yeah, there's better for you. There's a reason things don't always work out. Huge badunkers. Anything my guides want me to know? Okay, we're pulling a card. Well, we just pulled this card. I'm gonna pull a different card, but it's gonna be the same message. It's the same card. Archangel Samuel, choose harmonious responses, act with wisdom and grace. So for you, what I'm hearing for you right now is it's time to take a step back and get centered. And don't get too wrapped up in that. That's more of like a short term, just like maybe the next week. Just kind of like take a step back, get centered. I'm hearing there's a lot of answers coming your way. Just like general life questions is what I'm hearing, and like a lot of spiritual questions. They want me to reiterate or to, my gosh, to reassure you may be the right word, that you are going to start channeling eventually. That is something that's on the cards for you. So don't stress out too much about that. You will start getting answers at a certain point in time. Maybe not right away, but that's coming. But they're also saying keep doing your spiritual practices. So if you've been meditating or doing any type of like regular practice, keep doing it. Oh, and look into yoga too. That might be a good option for you as far as like spiritual. It helps you. There's a lot of good stuff about yoga. But it's also like, if I don't know, it's also a good way to meet other like spiritually inclined people, sort of, if you need that. Not always, but it can be. I hope that helps. Lord, my favorite part is trying to pronounce usernames. Laura Dessel Cantor 8. Hello, anything I need to know for my angels or guides? Well, let's see. They're saying there's. I'm hearing deep breaths. Take deep breaths for all as well. You don't need to worry about your outer circumstances so much. Focus on your inner self and balance out any imbalances or any extreme or heightened senses is what I'm hearing, or emotions, if you have any. All is going to be well is what I'm hearing. Again, like, don't worry too much about outer circumstances. It's pretty clear. Anything else? Okay. Archangel Jophiel, act with wisdom, use information for the highest good. If there's an area of expertise you want to venture into, I would study it. I would like look up information about it. I'm also like they're like pointing my eyes toward this. There's like a butterfly. I didn't realize there was butterflies on this card, but there's a little butterfly down here. Oh my gosh. And they're saying something about there's a lot of transformation coming, or you are transforming. So take time for yourself. I think the deep breaths message, just kind of stay centered and let things play out because it's going to work out is what I'm hearing. I hope that helps and makes sense for your situation. And that was for Laura Dessel Cantar 8. And I'm sorry if I really did not say that right. Miss Andoval 08. Hi, glad you're on. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Anything for me as far as guidance? Whoa, cards coming. So the reason I'm like surprised when this happens is because it's channeled motion, and so I don't even know what card I'm pulling. Be gentle on yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. So you may or may not feel you've been through a lot, but the message remains the same, to be gentle on yourself. And I'm hearing that's internal, like internal world, just emotions and stuff. I don't know what this is talking about for your particular situation, but they're saying you haven't done anything wrong. So I would try to release any guilt that you might be feeling, if you are feeling any. And they're saying you've got the goods. And usually when they say that, it's like you have a lot of good stuff going for you. I'm hearing you're very gifted, talented, if that makes sense, just along that vein. So they're saying, excuse me, don't be afraid to step into that and use that more. I hope that helps. I hope that brings some help your way. I don't remember what I just said, so I must have been channeled. Anyways, I mean, it's all channeled. Anyway, breadstick sauce. I am an archangel on a twin flame journey. Is there anything I need to do or practice? Thank you. I'm hearing, I don't know if this resonates, but I'm hearing self-soothing is what, I just heard you said twin flame journey, and this passion and purpose card kind of jumped out. That's funny. And then love life is right after it. And then I also, answered prayers is also another card that popped out. So let's see. If you're doing a lot of manifesting, or if you're not, I would, but I feel like you are doing a lot of manifesting, keep at it. And they are saying don't forget about the rest of your life. I know it can be really easy to get, I don't think you do that too much, but it can be easy to get wrapped up in the twin flame journey. Anything else? They're saying like self-soothing is something to practice, and because everything's going to be all right. But yeah, I would keep going. I feel like you're on the right track for the most part. And they're saying something like, because the give it to God popped up, giving to God, oh my gosh, giving it to God card popped up. And they're saying, don't be afraid to give it up to God and keep trucking is what I heard. So they're like, it's going to work out pretty well. Just keep going. That's what I'm getting. I hope that helps. Flowers and things. Hello. I like flowers and things. I like flowers. I literally like flowers and things. I don't think I know you very well, but I feel like I would like you if I knew you. Laura Dissel, Cantor 8. Anything I need to know for my guides? Oh, is that different? I know I answered something for you. Did I? Okay, yeah. So we got you. Cool. Hopefully you are still around for your message there. Iced tea lemonade. Good to see you. How's it going? Good morning, Brandon. Hope you're doing well. Any messages for me, Carrie? Messages. First words that come to me are "don't give up." That's what the first thing they're saying. Don't give up. I'm hearing you do have a lot of like grace, like the energy or divine grace on the way. If anything's been like not how you want it, I feel like things are going to smooth out more, or if they're just going to get smoother in general. And I'm hearing all areas. I'm hearing there might be like a new internal paradigm coming up for you. It's a good thing. Don't worry about it. It's just like it's like higher calling, higher path is what I'm hearing. And then like also you don't need to worry. Sorry, I channel and pull cards at the same time, so like the cards just kind of synchronistically like line up with what I'm hearing half the time. But you don't need to worry. Unnecessary worries card popped out. I feel like you have good things coming. But don't be afraid to step up and shine, if that makes sense. Just in general. I hope that helps. Hope that resonates. Rebecca Canode. Thank you. You're welcome. Animate yourself. Hello today. Hey, good to see you. I was wondering if taking a chance into creating a small business would be a good idea. I get yes. Let's see, any other information. Yeah, I get yes. They're saying don't take anything personally with it on like how anything goes, but I'm hearing it's so worth the risk. I feel like it has a chance to be successful. I think like there's also a lot of valuable lessons you'll learn from it. And that doesn't mean, I feel like there comes a point when you hear enough like readers or like tarot readers say lessons where you're like, oh no, lessons. But it's more like gaining good experience. It's not necessarily like bad things that are lessons, and you're like, you like have this weird like PTSD to the word lessons after a while. Not really, but it depends on who you are and what readers you've seen and your experiences. But I think it's worth the risk. I think it's worth a shot. I think you'll just gain good things from it. Flowers and things. Is there anything I need to know from my guides if you have energy? Jade. They want me to pull an angel card. Whew. We've got Archangel Zariel. Give and receive love, obey the spiritual laws. So, whoa. And we've got Cheroites, spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. So let's see. Cheroite's a good crystal, by the way, for you. Anything else for Jade? What did I even pull? I think give and receive love is the only thing I remember from that card. But let's see what they just want to say, because I guess I don't really need the cards. So you as well are on the right track in general. Don't be afraid to open to more blessings in your life. And what does that mean? How do you do that? You could literally just ask the universe for more blessings, if that makes sense. I feel like what I'm hearing is like there's so much more the world wants to give you. And like, are you not open to receiving it? I don't feel like you're not open to receiving it, but I think really the message is ask for more, if that makes sense. Like if you're manifesting, like, it might sound weird, but try manifesting like 10 times greater than you normally would or something like that, if that makes sense. I'm hearing you're ascending pretty rapidly. That's another thing that's happening. And they're also saying don't be afraid to uncover all the gifts you have. I feel like you do have a lot of gifts. I feel like that's... hold on. I got lost. You have a lot of gifts. Is that something that you're still uncovering? Yeah. I'm just hearing there's more to go, if that makes sense. So anything else? I'm also hearing something about attaining balance. So if you feel like you've been lacking balance internally, this is about internal specifically, or even just balancing chakras actually is the specific message they're giving. And they're saying that, oh, thanks for the fire, Harshitsu. Working on your sacral chakra more specifically is what I'm hearing. But of course, go with your guts and intuition and what you feel is right for you. Ooh, Lunatic Crud, thanks for the bags. I appreciate it. I hope that helps, Jade. Lindsay Brooke, may I ask my guides what is most important for me to know at this time? It must be collective right now, but stay the course has been like very consistent for almost everyone, which is awesome. Most important thing for Lindsay Brooke to know. What I'm hearing is choose yourself first, if that makes sense. I don't know if you're someone who identifies as like a giver or like you're always giving, but don't be afraid to take time for yourself, to choose yourself first, to make sure you're getting what you need. There's giving and receiving as a balance is what I'm hearing. Let's see, I want to pull a card. No, they don't. They don't want me to pull a card. I want to pull a card. I'm gonna take a quick water break. I feel like there's a lot of talent with you, Lindsay Brooke. I don't know if you resonate with that, but I'm hearing choose you, and that could even just be in your life path and what you want to do with your life over what others say. But in general, it's making sure you're taken care of before you give too much. I hope that helps. Blessed River, what a beautiful day. Nice to see you. It is a beautiful day. It's good to see you too. Is there a message for me about my spiritual journey? Oh, thanks for the rose. I couldn't read your username fast enough to pronounce it correctly. It was like Tekatol, but thank you so much. Message for you about your spiritual journey. The boring answer is meditate more, but I wanna go deeper than that. Come on, angels. What's up? I mean, you're on the right path. I think if you haven't learned energy healing, Blessed River, I think that's. It doesn't have to be Reiki. It could be something like different, like Psych K, as the example they're giving. But and you know what? I don't get this for very many people, but there's a slightly, I think it's little known, maybe it's expanded more, but there's a modality called, I don't know how to spell this for you, Aumakuaki, AUMAKHUA hyphen dash KI, I want to say, and it's an energy work modality that's by this woman named Ojala, and I have not worked with this modality in some time, but for whatever reason, they're telling me to mention it to you because I feel like when I go to mention, like Reiki's may not be your thing, or it's like it's one of many things for you, if that makes sense. But I feel like you're someone who can do it all. You really have like the capability to learn way more than one modality or spiritual method, if that makes sense. But so I guess that's part of it, is like, don't get stuck on one thing. There's like more to explore. I don't know if you've looked into Ascension much, but if you haven't, I would look into it. That's something that they want to talk about, like fifth dimension stuff. Um, and it's, gosh, they'll say this all the time, but don't be afraid to look into Lee Harris's work as well. He's a channeler. Really, I have no affiliation, but I get guided to work with him. Oh, thanks, Gabs, for the hearts. I get guided to go like watch his videos or like download some of his MP3s a lot of the time. So they're saying to look into his work and some of his channeling. Yeah, so I hope that helps. I hope that helps for you. But in general, you're doing pretty well, is what I'm hearing. Laura Dessel Cantar 8. Well, my awakening ends soon. So, body pendulum swung no, yes. It's like, it depends on what you mean. Like, will this phase that she's in currently end soon? So, I want to make sure I understand I want to make sure I'm getting this accurate here and I understand where you're coming from. Like, to a degree, like, things are kind of ever expanding, if that makes sense. I think like I don't like, you kind of have multiple awakenings, if that makes sense, because like you'll have like your initial like, oh my gosh, like you kind of like realize something was always there, but then it's like bam, it's like, oh, energy is real and I feel energies, and oh my gosh. But there's thanks for the bag, Mara Strepa, good to see you. It's like, what I'm hearing is this is just the beginning. It's like, yeah, you're going through an awakening or have gone through an awakening, but there's more to come. But I'm hearing it won't be as bad if that's something you're worried about. I think what I keep hearing is things are ever expanding and evolving. There's more than one awakening you will have, if that makes sense. I think you get it, so I hope that helps. But things will get better soon, if you're wondering that. That's what I'm hearing. Rebecca Canode, is my husband in heaven? Yes. Quick yes on that one. He's doing well on the other side, is what I'm hearing. Harsha 2, bag. Thanks for the bag. Laura Dessel Cantor. Well, my awakening ends soon. Oh, we got that one. Cool. Yagita 73. Good morning. Anything for me today? Good morning. Good morning. Whoop. Yes. Sujalight. Own your divine power. Hold on. I want to set a boundary real quickly for that. It's good. Own your divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. I don't feel like you're a people pleaser, but let me just channel the message for this card. Yeah, I mean, being yourself is the main thing and not letting anyone sway you from that. So whether that's religious, whether that's friends or family. I don't think it's the second. I don't think it's friends or family. I think it's more like I feel like you're just stepping more into who you are, and it's like you need to own it, if that makes sense. I think, let's see. Yeah, and then this popped out. Socialize or join in. That's Soda Light. It says, make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. So let's see. It might be a good time to like potentially get out there and start making new friends, but spiritual, maybe. Let's see. Does that feel right? In the right time, though. There's no rush. I think I'm getting that's the message. So I hope that helped. I hope that helped you. Black Panther. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, Black Panther. Sorry for my confusion on my end for what I said, if there was any. So sorry for confusion. Will the bond between me and my soulmate strengthen? Yes, hardcore. I hope that helps. SJ Gloss, Bluster River, thanks for the flowers. SJ Gloss 74, anything for you? Oh my gosh, okay. Answered prayers. So Unikites, all your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. So what I'm hearing with this card is I would make a wish at this time. I think I'm also hearing something like you will find wish fulfillment, at least in the nearish future is what I'm hearing. I don't know if you've been wishing for anything or praying for anything, or you felt like anything on the horizon has been coming in, but if not, I would make a wish at this time for sure, which makes sense because it's the new moon. Value your self-worth. You are God's precious gem. That's pretty self-explanatory. But quick message is like, don't put yourself in situations you don't want to be in, is what I'm hearing, which sounds pretty obvious, but that's what they said. And and just in general, and this might not just be for you, but self-care is very important right now. So I would just make sure you're soothing yourself and taking care of yourself. Doing a little bit extra for you right now is what I'm hearing. I hope that helps. SJGloss74. Rebecca Canode, sorry I missed your answer, but is my husband in heaven? I probably just hadn't gotten to it yet, but yes, the quick answer is yes, he's doing well on the other side. To answer that, Danielle Mary Sperry, is there anything else I need to be doing to improve my health issues? I don't know why meditate is what I'm getting, because I wouldn't feel like that would be something that would improve that, but it can actually. Weird answer is like it's like opening and expanding your awareness will help you on what to do next is what I'm hearing. So that might be where meditation comes in, because you'll be more aware of, if you don't already, just what's going on with your body and what your body's asking for. But anything else? I mean, short answer is like you're on the right track, but expand upon what you're already doing. Also, quick answer is more tea. I don't know if you've been trying to do anything with tea or like herbs that way, but more tea is another quick answer I'm hearing for you. Anything else? By the way, I'm not a doctor. It's a legal disclaimer. Yeah, what I'm hearing is like you're on the right track. Just keep expanding on what you're doing and like fine tuning it, and it's gonna click. I hope that makes any sense to you, but I hope that helps. Alinda Vasquez, hi Sunshine, what's next in life? Whoa, what's next in life for Alinda Vasquez? Do you feel like you're going hard? Because they're saying something about like going so hard, or like you're going too hard, or maybe not too hard, but very hard. But in life, keyword is expansion. But I'm hearing that's like your internal world, if that makes sense. I think a lot of realizations and dots connecting, and a bit of a rebirth even. I'm seeing like a bit like a phoenix and hearing like a bit of a rebirth. So, but that's not like massive. I feel like it's more small. I think it's more on a subtle level, but it will lead to like, it's like the domino effect. It will topple over some old patterns in your life. I hope that resonates and makes sense. But they're saying you're a good egg, which is a good sign. Harsha, to you, thanks for this, the bags. I appreciate it. Erlinda Vasquez, hi Sunshine. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just answered that. Prince Priestess, thank you so much. In terms of things to let go, a wild question. Was Ashley my twin flame? I get no. And that's like my guys are like, no. Like, so I know the twin flame thing can be confusing, but short answer, no. Weird side note, they're like, don't worry too much about them. It's okay is something they said. I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm hearing. Prince Priestess again says, you're so wonderful. Thank you for everything you do. Oh, thank you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Claudia Barrios, 3-3, Grand Rising, everyone. I still don't know what that means. I need to look it up, but I know it's a good thing. So, I think it's like a greeting, right? Zoe's of, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Zoe's of Iyazi. I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. You have such beautiful energy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do my best. I do a lot of work. Laura Dessel Cancer 8. I am on my spiritual awakening, but people in bad stage of depression come to me. I help them make easy on my awakening. I'm so sorry. I don't quite understand the comments. I'm on my spiritual awakening, but people in bad stage of depression come to me. I help them make easy. I mean, that makes sense. I think like when you're a sensitive person, a lot of people will just kind of come up to you and just like, blah, just like open up. So that makes sense. They're saying something about holding your center, by the way, when that happens. Like, hold your center. Stand your ground doesn't necessarily mean like be mean and like punch people who come to you for help, but I think it's just more like holding your own energy field, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Tracy, oh hey, good to see you. Tracy, Mastiff Mom. I think is it like MN, like Minnesota? Tracy MN Mastiff Mom? That would make too much sense. But anyways, Tracy says, good morning, Brandon. I say, good morning back. How are you doing? Sunshine is Life 3. Hey, how are you doing? Tracy Mastiff Mom says, I just love you. You're amazing. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are fantastic. Lord Alcantar 8. Wonder what my gift I help people. Wonder what my gift is. I help people with emotional problems. Yeah, I mean you're an empath, is what I'm hearing. Empathic. I feel like you are clairvoyant, but you're still awakening that aspect, if that makes sense. Opening your third eye more, but a lot of your gifts are blossoming at this time, if that makes sense. But there's still more to go, by the way. Someone cover the full potential is what I'm hearing. And they're saying you can channel, but be patient with that. I hope that helps. Claudio Barrios 33, Lemuria. Yeah. Oh, now I know I'm way behind on the comments. Yeah, Rebecca Cano, can you tell me if my husband... Okay, yeah, I just hadn't gotten to that. Hopefully you were still around by the time I answered that, but short answer was yes. If you didn't hear, Gabby, I had no direction on it. Now I do. Thank you. Aw, perfect. You're so welcome. Zoe's I wish I knew how to pronounce that. Zoe, I'll call you Zoe, but it's Zoe, Sophia, Izzy. Oh, I just figured it out. Okay. Are you able to pinpoint what type of starseed people are? I've always been curious. I mean, yes. I want to give a brief disclaimer. That's not like my... I mean, yes, I'll get an answer. It's not my, like, really my framework, I want to say. Like you'll... I don't know. I'll just give the answer that my guides give me, if that makes sense. But that I guess it doesn't matter what my framework is. I just channeled the answers for you. Oh, for you though. So interestingly enough, I get like human angelic, if that makes sense. So it's like an angel that incarnates as human. That's more what I resonate with for myself, because my guides have told me, like, you're an angel. I'm like, cool. I don't go around telling people I'm an angel, by the way. It's not something I go around and tell people. But anything else for you? I'm hearing Lemuria for you too. Like, you were probably around for that. And it's so funny because that's not my framework either. But when it comes through, it comes through. So if it makes sense for you, that's what counts. Anything else for you? That's what I'm getting. Like angel, Lemuria. I hope that narrows that down for you. Tracy Massabon, what do my guys have to say today? Let's see. Man, I feel like this advice has been coming through for like everyone recently. It must be very collective, but stay the course right now. I think things might be shifting and changing a lot around you. I don't know if that resonates, but really just keep moving forward. You're kind of on the right track here. If anything's been triggering you lately, I would definitely take time to get... Oh, thanks for the confetti. I would definitely take time to get centered and dig into that. There might be a lot to unpack there if that's something that's been happening for you recently. But anything else? They're just saying you're really on the right track. Really keep going. I hope that helps. That's just been a very common theme today, which is good. I like hearing that for people. I think there's more. They want me to pull a card. Which deck? That deck. Ooh. Archangel Raziel, seek and you will find, be a wise one. And what I hear with that is uncovering wisdom. So I think like, as you sit with yourself, if you take time to sit with yourself, and you don't have to like particularly meditate, you can kind of just like sit and relax and let go. I think like you're going to be uncovering a lot of wisdom, and things are just going to start making sense to you. I hope that makes sense if you take time for yourself there. Sunshine is Life 3. I would love to know I can do to step up my awakening. Yeah. So funny enough, crystals and wands, like WANDS is what I'm hearing, which is so funny. But wands have been coming through lately, and I'm I'm hearing the more you work with crystals right now, the better. You probably have a ton if you've been getting into crystals, but does she have a ton? You have enough if you do. Yeah, I think making crystal grids is a great idea. And anything else? Chanting, weirdly enough. I don't know if you do any chanting, but I would, and that could be simple like Ganesha, the Ganesha chant, Om Gom Ganapataye Namaha. I would look that up, or look just like Hindu chants, or maybe even Tibetan, or because there's like Kuan Yin is like Om Mani Padme Hum, I want to say. But chanting is something that could help, like when you're meditating or before bed. Interestingly enough, those are the things I'm getting. That's anything else? I'm hearing you can channel, but I feel like the thing I keep hearing to tell people when I tell them that is like patience with that. Automatic writing is a good place to start for you on that one. Danny V0721. I've been getting tingling like an angel massage on my left side sacral chakra area. What is that? I'm hearing it's like clearing. I think it's so what something like clearing residue from the chakra. That's really interesting. But they're also saying don't worry too much about it. I'm also hearing like when you said like tingling like an angel massage on my left side sacral chakra, what they're saying is like she's not wrong. So I don't feel like you're that far off with that. And yeah, we just open the card and it's clearing negativity as the smoky quartz. So overall, what you're feeling is a good thing. But yeah. And feel free to expand upon that with energy work too, is what I'm hearing if you do that. Huge bedunkers. When will I meet my soulmates? So I have to give us a brief disclaimer. For me, soulmates aren't always romantic. You can have friends that are soulmates. You can have family members that are soulmates. It's just people who have incarnated together in previous lifetimes, like frequently, or if that makes sense. So, but as far as, because I hear, when you said, when will I meet my soulmate? I heard soon. But romantically, when will Huge Donkers meet his soulmate? That might be down the road. But thanks, Danny V, for the hearts. I'm hearing you're going to have a lot of soulmates around you, and I know that's not like... Oh, thank you, guys. I appreciate the flowers and the fire. I think that was Danny V and Lunatic Red. Sorry, Lunatic Red. Hopefully I'm getting that right. So, but soon, soon in some ways is what I'm hearing. I hope that helps. Zorose1818. I keep seeing angel numbers and the number 18. What message of spirit, my guides, is he trying to send? So the first thing they're saying is it will help you to hone in your own understanding. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that angel numbers can, like I could see 444 and it means angels to me, but someone else will see 444 and it means balance to them. So it's like it's honing in your own understandings and knowings with the angel numbers, because then you're kind of getting your own language with the universe honed in, and it can be different for different people. But what am I getting for you as far as the number 18? What I'm hearing is like pay attention to your thoughts with that one. I think, and I'm hearing rapid manifesting. Excuse me. I was like going to say something and they like made me cough. So I think for you, 1-8 means rapid manifesting. So if you see 1-8, I would take a second to kind of focus on something you want and make a wish. There's more to it than that too. I think it also just make sure your thoughts are in a good place. And I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, if your thoughts aren't 100% amazing all the time, your life will spiral into destruction. And it's like, no, like you don't have to have that be how you work with manifesting and with the universe. I feel like you get to choose, to a certain degree, you get to choose how it works, and you get to choose your reality. And I think, I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent, but I'll keep going. I think to a certain degree, there's really good things with the law of attraction, and the whole like, you must always be in a good place or else thing is not one of them. And maybe I'm misunderstanding the teaching when people talk about it, but I really feel like the universe is merciful, unconditionally loving, forgiving, kind, and it's going to try and get you to a good place. I don't think being in a bad, I'm not saying stay in a bad place. I'm just saying I don't think just because you had a bad thought means terrible things are going to happen. Do I think it's good to be aware of your thoughts and to try and get them to a better place? Yes. But I don't think it's like going to tank your life if you have a bad thought. Sorry, I had to get that out there. But that's just me speaking my truth. And it might work differently for others, but that's how I've found it works for me. So, but any other messages that they're trying to send you? Honestly, I'm hearing you're on the right path and you're doing great. That's what I'm hearing for you. So all that other tangent spiel stuff aside, sorry to like go off on that tangent. They want to really reiterate though to make sure you're honing in your own understanding so you're not getting lost in other people's definitions. So once you get an understanding honed in, and I always recommend, never mind, they don't want me to go there. Yeah, I hope that helps. So it could even be you look it up and you see like, okay, it means this for like universe from now on. Can this number please mean this? But I feel like you will get the clarity you need on each number. It just takes time and maybe a little bit of research, and then the universe will lead you into the right understanding for you for each sign, if that makes sense, and each number. I hope that helps. Kylie Dusty, this live makes my Sunday every time. Aw, I love seeing repeat faces as well. Yeah, me too. Thank you so much. I'm glad it makes your Sunday, and I'm grateful I get to see you here and everyone else here all the time, and I love watching you guys chat with each other when that happens, so it is really cool. Asked by Tracy and then Mastiff Mom, can you see when I will finally meet my forever? What are we getting right now? So I'm hearing give it time. So what would be best to tell you with this? You will meet them. Give it time. As far as when, they really want, what they're saying right now is I would work on yourself first. It's a little bit flexible. And like, the thing is like the future isn't always set in stone, if that makes sense. I do feel like they didn't want me to say that. I mean, it's like it is and it isn't, but it's not. You can really create a lot of your future and manifest a lot of your future. What's the best way to... Okay. They're like, yeah, I gave the answer, but I want to expand upon it, guys. What's... They're saying something about like give it a year or two. Oh, my chat just skipped, so I don't know where. Oh, it's guys. My chat just skipped to the bottom, so I don't know where I am right now. But I'm gonna go back to Tracy. Oh my gosh, I am behind on the chat, but I'm coming back to Tracy. Essentially, I'm hearing give it a year or two and manifest it too, but don't be afraid to work on yourself in the meantime. That's going to help attract it in. I am hearing they're on the way though, if that helps. Oh my gosh. Okay, I weirdly feel drawn to this one. Lunatic Red 75. Can you please I know I'm out of order because my chat just skipped to the bottom randomly. Lunatic Red 75 says, can you please let me know what I need to unblock? What is keeping me from really ascending, please? Is anything keeping you from really ascending? Well, so interesting answer. I'm hearing nothing is really keeping you from ascending. But I think it can depend on your definition. I'm hearing you're there, you are ascending, it's just being patient. And I don't know if there's like something particular you're looking for, or a certain stage you're looking for in ascension, but let me check in. I don't know if they want me to reassure you you're getting there. But as far as anything you need to unblock, so interestingly, they are saying some crown chakra work would be good for you. So of course, amethyst, they want me to tell you to get a Reiki session, and that's with a trusted practitioner. I think local to you is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing there's a good one by you. I think hopefully you'll know it when you see it, but honestly, you are ascending. Don't worry too much about it. It's kind of automatic is what I want to say. If you're on Earth right now, you're ascending for pretty much for the most part. Like the Earth is ascending, everyone's ascending. So just one quick trick. I really feel asking you receive is how it works. I've just seen it over and over again. I ask, I feel the energetic shift, and it shows up. So just if you want to set the intention, you could write this down daily. I ask to ascend in the highest and best ways for me to ascend, only for the highest good. Thank you, and you'll feel that shift, if that makes sense. But I hope that helps. If you have like anything more specific you were trying to dig into, let me know. Kesha, good morning. I'm trying to find my way back up to where I was. Mars Strepa music. Whoa, not in the car. Good morning. I know. What's up with this? I couldn't find a spot close enough to my Wi-Fi, so it's indoors for today. Yeah, so I'm, guys, if you're new, hi. I'm Brandon, and I lost my place in the chat because it skipped down to the bottom. But, oh, I can't get back up to the top. I lost a bunch of people's questions, and I apologize. I think chat can only handle so many questions, and there's so many happening that I actually can't keep up before the top of the chat gets deleted. So, oh my gosh. All right, I'm just gonna do this as I can. Guys, you might have to repeat your questions because we've gotten to the point now where the chat moves too quickly for me to keep up, and we'll just have to roll with the punches here on this one. Asu Chick, newbie, how are you doing? How do you get a reading? So if you're just talking about live here, I'll just do that. If you want to book a private reading, I do have those available through the link in my bio, through the website. If you want just like a longer, more focused on your reading. But as far as for you right now, it must be collective, guys, because I'm getting you're on the right track in general as well. I think if you haven't gotten into tarot, and by tarot I mean you doing tarot, I would tarot, like oracle cards, whatever calls to you. I think I feel like there's a lot of intuitive messages that are coming your way, like in the future if they don't already. I feel like you actually have the potential to be a really good reader if you keep at it. That's what I'm getting right now. Anything else? And really trust your path and your process right now. I think the path isn't always a straight line is what I'm hearing. So if you felt like there's been some like back and forth or just like zigzags or like curveballs or detours, like it's okay. You are on the right track. Anything else? And really don't give up on yourself. And that's for ASU chick or ASU chick. Anything else? They're like, gee, on the right track. That's it. So I hope that helps you. Jada Flynn, thank you for your work. You're welcome. Black 44 Panther, I'm excited to get your book and learn more about channeling and opening my intuitive sense. Awesome. Intuitive senses, to finish that sentence. Heck yeah. Well, I hope it does the highest and best for you. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback on it. Gemini Goddess 80, greetings. I'm new here. Hey, how's it going? Yep, chat has once again refreshed my chats. I don't know how to keep up with this anymore, guys. I love you. But, hey, good morning, Candyland. How's it going? Art Leo says, okay, so chat is moving faster than I can keep up with. So I love you guys. I used to take this question by question, but I actually can't see. Margaret Milrose, can you see if I'm on the right path? You're mostly on the right path, Margaret Milrose, if that makes sense. What would help you get on the right path? I'm hearing, I don't know if you feel like you're very spiritual, but I would go more spiritual, actually. And anything you can do to start honing your intuition in, I would, even if that's just looking up how to hone in your intuition more. I feel like you're about to be on the right path. I think you might get a bump from life, and that's not scary, by the way. I feel like you'll feel pretty good about it, but just trust where life leads you, because I really feel like if you're not on the right path, the life will roadblock you a bit, and when you are, things get synchronistic and line up more and flow more easily. I hope that helps you. Lil and me. Elisa Pearson 4. Can I have a reading, please? Angel card, top card. Oh my gosh, he's here again. Whoop. Nope, different card. top card and bottom card. So Archangel Samael is what came out. They don't like that card. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Alyssa Pearson says, can I get a reading, please? So Alyssa, what's best for you to know? You are on the right track is what I'm hearing. I would actually work with Ganesha at this time as something that comes through pretty frequently. And this card just kind of popped out. And it's time to go is what it's Archangel Azrael. It's time to let go, prepare for change. But what I saw was time to go, and what I was hearing was like time to go. So there might be change imminent, but I would also, if there's anything you want to get started on, I definitely would do it. I think other than that, you're on the right track. I hope that resonates and makes sense. The cards are like jumping weirdly there, but hopefully that helps you. All right, so I cannot keep up with chat. All right, there's a new way we're gonna do this, guys, and you're gonna have to use the Q&A because I cannot keep up with the comments and chat keeps refreshing. So if you want a question answered, please leave it in the Q&A and I'll get to as many as I can. Other than that, I just will not be able to do this because chat keeps deleting after a certain number of comments, and I honestly can't get up to a lot of them. Christy Sai, will Dave and I be in a relationship? Unfortunately, I'm hearing my body pendulum went no, yes. So I'm hearing like kinda, but it might not be the one that you want. I would potentially move on from that one. But of course, go with your heart and your gut, and don't be afraid to let it play out because it will play out the way it needs to either way. I hope that helps. Melanie Denny, and I'll try to, hi Brandon, can you tell me what school will bring for me? Weirdly, I hear a lot of luck, and a lot of luck. Yeah, so what I would do is, for school advice I'm getting is like stay present and stay focused. I think love will probably, come your way as well. For college too, that's something that's coming your way. And I'm sorry because chat is moving too quickly. I lost your username and don't know where it is. So, all right guys, new format is Q&A. Otherwise I will not be able to read your comments, and we are already like slammed in the Q&A. Okay, so let's see. Tracy, I think I answered your, can you see when I will finally meet your forever? So I will, oh, you can see the question live. Okay. So let's see. I want to try and answer these in order, but it's not really giving them me in order. So I'll just go as they are ordered for me. Inked Baby. My name is Ashley. I'm 28. Could I get a reading? So I can, I guess I can like show this. Oh, hey. So I can do this now. This is nice. This will be a lot more good. Let's see. Which deck? This one. Archangel Muriel. Trust your own wisdom. Have faith in your psychic impressions. I feel like your psychic intuition is really opening up. So I would really, so trust yourself, obviously, as the card implies. I feel like you're blossoming at this time, and I don't know if you know the song. It's like an artist named Curly. It's like, I learned to blossom, and I don't sing very well on live, so I apologize. But I have this rose here and the petals, and they kind of like guided my eyes to it. So I feel like you're blossoming at this time. Anything else for Ashley? I'm hearing go your own way. So what's that about? There might be a lot of things in your life that are like splitting up, if that makes sense. And that could be anything from friend groups to, let's see what specifically is coming through. What I'm hearing is that as things split up, if things start splitting up in your life, go your own way, and that could be like your own interests, just what's right for you, if that makes sense. So that's something my guides are saying for you is go your own way. And anything else? One more card. Archangel Camiel, open your heart to give and receive love. Your essence is love. Honestly, what I'm hearing is just ask for love. And what does that mean? That's literally just like manifest love, ask the universe for love. And I'm hearing that's more about the vibration of love, the frequency, where you're asking source, the universe, for that energy, and it starts to show up in your life in more broader and expanded ways. I hope that helps, Inked Baby. Anything else? I'm just hearing you're very intuitive, And I don't know if you realize that, but that's something that's expanding for you. I hope that helps. Okay, we're done answering that. Cool. All right. So, oh my gosh. I'll try to get through as many of these as I can. So let's see. By the way, this is the most people I've had on chat at a time. I guess moving out of my car was all I needed to do for this to happen. So can I get a reading? My name is Andy. Whoop. Here we are. Once again, you are on the right track. They really want to reiterate for you to be you, if that makes sense, and really own that. I think that's important for you right now. Card I pulled. Hold on. Yeah, own who you are. And so the first card that popped out was Archangel Metatron, which is increase your light levels, open your stellar gateway chakra. But what they keep showing me are like a balance and scales. And what I'm hearing is be sure people are being fair to you. If you feel like that's not been a thing, I would walk away, actually. But I feel like in general you're on the right track. It's just choose you before others, which came through for someone else before as well. Yeah, I feel like you're on the right track. I hope that helps. I don't feel like that was like the best. I want to make sure I'm getting this right for you. What would be the highest and best message for Andy? Yeah, so don't get lost in the crowd. Like don't get lost in the crowd. Be yourself. There's all these messages about really like remembering who you are, being yourself, and not getting lost. I feel like you're letting a lot of stuff go at this time too. So don't be afraid of that detox process. I just keep seeing you like brewing. It's like in a cauldron and like brewing, and I don't know what that means. So I want to ask about that. I feel like you're just processing a lot. Like I just hear processing. And yeah, we have Amethyst. Revealing your true self just popped out here. So I really feel like you're kind of like something's brewing. You're like releasing a lot, and you're kind of stepping into who you are, or you can, or that's the message. I hope that helps. Jen Red Balloon. So do I just like click on it and it's, oh yeah. Any guidance is appreciated. Jen Red Balloon. Let go is the first thing I hear. And this card popped out, Ready to Love Again. I'm hearing self-love specifically though. I feel like this is collective, guys, for anyone new tuning in. I just keep getting you're on the right track for almost like everyone who asked a question. And really, which is good. That's been coming through for a lot of the personal readings I've been doing as well. You're on the right track, but ready to love again, self-love, and trust your gut is what I was hearing as well. Anything else? They're saying don't give up on your path. I think if you feel like you've been having trouble, I just wouldn't give up. I think good things are on the way, but you might have to be a little bit patient, and self-love in the meantime is very necessary. So that could be like Epsom salt baths, that could be even just taking yourself for a walk and taking time for yourself. But anything to you that feels like self-love, that makes you feel more loved by yourself, the better. And what I'm hearing is you are attracting better into your life right now. So if you felt like things have not been what you wanted, I think eventually things will get better. And I keep pulling like love cards, like here's rose quartz, love life. But I'm hearing love yourself first. And I don't always like that message, because I do feel like you don't have to be the epitome of self-love for someone else to love you. But at the same time, when you do have self-love, you don't feel like you need someone else. But I feel like you're already doing pretty well with that. So I hope that helps, Jen. I hope that gives you some clarity here. Let's see. And so for everyone who's normally here with me, oh, thanks, Kylie, for, yeah, everyone who's normally here with me, yeah, things are moving pretty quickly in the chat. So if you're used to just getting things answered through the comments, please submit it to Q&A. I will try to get to it, but this is pretty much the busiest I've been, to be very upfront with the lives. Rachel Hall, I need love guidance, please. Love guidance you shall have. Let's see, what would be the highest and best love guidance for Rachel Hall? Guys, don't be afraid to ask yes and no's or more specific questions in the Q&A as well. Lindsay Smith 712, are you a medium? Well, I prefer the term channeler personally. I channel my guides, I channel the angels, I channel source, and get the answers that way. So some people do call that medium. I tend to, oh, how do I make you moderators? Kylie Dusty, how do I make you a moderator? Okay. Kylie Dusty, you are now a moderator. Thank you. Stephanie, I need to find Stephanie. Are you able to make Stephanie a moderator? Thanks for doing that, by the way, Kylie. I really appreciate you. Yeah, this is definitely wild. All right. Oh, here's Stephanie. Oh, nope. Stephanie. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make some moderators here. Here's. All right. Stephanie, you are now a moderator. You guys have the power. I appreciate you. You are the best. I'm going to just have to send some crystals your guys' way as a gift or something. So back to the Q&A. Sorry. Rachel Hall. Sorry for the pause there. Rachel Hall needs love guidance. I mean, if you haven't gotten out there and dated yet, I would. What's your situation? I feel like you need a new person, is what I'm hearing. I don't know if you've been dealing with old people at all in the past, but I'm hearing you need a new person. I feel like you have a new life imminent. This is a bit more general. I feel like you have new things coming. I think things are like changing for you. I would not be afraid to get out there and date, if that makes sense. But if you've had any trouble in the past with love, I feel like better is incoming for you. That's what I'm hearing. So please, I would trust how that unfolds. I feel like you might, are you doing inner healing? I feel like you might need some inner healing at this time, if that makes sense. I think the more you can delve into that, the better. But if you feel like you have like heart healing that needs to happen, I feel like the right people who will help you heal your heart are coming. And I really hope that helps, Rachel Hall. Anything else for you? Keep trucking is like the last thing they want to say. I feel like you're on the right track now. That's as keeps coming in. So thanks so much, Rachel Hall. I hope you have I hope you have a beautiful expansion and blessing in your love life to come. And I hope that resonates and helps you. Cool. So we got that. Tracy, we got that. Oh man, AstroCutie666. You mentioned that love was coming from her. Details. Details. What I'm hearing is don't rush anything. I feel like you're going to be pretty swept off your feet. I'm hearing handsome, handsome, handsome. I don't know what your gender preference is, but I feel like it's going to shock you, actually. It's like one of those when you least expect it kind of things, but I always don't like when people tell me that, because then I'm expecting it, and then I'm like not expecting it, but that means I'm expecting it. I'm like, but you know what I mean. I'm hearing something about you might have a lot of fun this summer. So is that when you're going to meet this new love? Potentially, I think I'm hearing within the year. So I'd keep an eye out for that, and I hope that that resonates and helps. But pretty much what I'm hearing is don't be afraid to go along for the ride. I hope that helps you at all. Kylie and Stephanie, don't be afraid to DM me after this, just because I just want to thank you guys so much for moderating. Alejandra Yvette 02 asks, is my boyfriend going to propose this year? So Buddy Pendulum swings to no, and I do want to, since we have so many people here, I want to say like these answers do tend to be very accurate. I do want to say like people do have the ability to make choices and manifest different things. And I'm not trying to say force your boyfriend to propose to you or manifest that if he's not ready. What I am saying is that like these tend to be very accurate, and you can ask the people who are normally here in the chat about that. But when it gets super far out in the future is when things get a little bit like things can change. So I want to give you that heads up. But I get no for this year as your boyfriend going to propose as things are on track right now. I get potentially, yeah, but I would give it a bit of time. My body pendulum goes yes. Potentially like a year or two. So give it some time there. I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear. Here we go. Well, as Beaning asked, is Allie the person I'm going to end up with? I get no, and I don't always like answering those questions like that because and my guys are like, head up, King, is what I just heard, and I don't know what your gender is, but head up, head up, beautiful being. If there's better if it's not Allie. Anything else? I'm just hearing you can do better, and I know that's probably not the answer you wanted, because it rarely is, but that's what I'm hearing, and I hope that helps. I'm hearing there's hope for the future for you. Yeah, Mizzle. What do I need to hear from? I'm guessing from spirits, from the angels. Hey, thanks for the gifts, D and Dre. I really appreciate it. What do you need to hear? Man, this is so clutch. Stay the course, once again. Stay the course right now. I feel like things are going to shift really quickly for you in the months to come, is what I'm hearing. I feel like you're on the right track in general, though. I'm hearing self-healing and inner work are gold for you right now. I think that's going to uncover a lot of things you didn't realize, is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing the future looks bright for you. I'm hearing the future looks bright for you. And I'm also hearing don't give up. And if there's a particular situation you're looking at giving up on, please don't. I just keep hearing there's hope for the future. There's hope for the future. And that's not just like, I was listening to a podcast and like just throwing hope around randomly. That's like, there's actual legitimate like hope and reasons to be hopeful, if that makes sense. So don't give up. Anything else? So I keep hearing self-healing and inner work, and I want to delve into like what's a good way for you to go about that for you specifically. I would look into crystal healing and try to get Reiki sessions done, if that makes sense. I just saw your comment. Thank you so much. I am crying. I needed to hear this. Okay. I'm glad it got to you at the right time. Better is on the way, but yeah, I would get some Reiki sessions. I want to recommend, there's a practitioner named Anna Anthony. Her Facebook page is Anna's Synergy Healing, ANNA''S, Synergy, SYNERGY, Healing. That's her Facebook page. You can contact her there. She's a fantastic Reiki practitioner. So if you want to get a distance session, highly, highly recommend her. Just wanted to throw that out there for you, Meow Mizzle, and anyone else who's curious. Let's see. Dragonfly Flower, do you see my ex Kevin coming back? I get a no, and I apologize if that's not the answer. That's my body pendulum. Went no, so I apologize if that's not the answer you wanted. And for you as well, what I hear is now is a great time for inner work. This is a weird message, but it's like, and it kind of plays off of something that Abraham Hicks says, where it's like the better it gets, the better it gets. What I'm hearing is like the better you get, the better it gets, or something like that. It's like the better you get, the better it gets. So any like inner work you can do to manifest a higher and better relationship is what I'm hearing, the better. And I'm hearing get spiritual with it. So perhaps manifest a spiritual partner for the future. I hope that helps you, Dragonfly Flower. I'm wishing you the best in your love life, because it's sometimes sad to hear the ex is not coming back. But again, I hear there is better, as I so often do. And guys, just so you know, I'm just taking this as they show up on my Q&A. So if I'm doing this out of order, I super, super apologize. These are just flying right now. So I'm doing the best I can. Okay, I see what's going on here. 12 minute, 15 minute. I'm gonna try and do some of the older ones here, because I think these are Jaden Flash. So this was like 46 minutes ago. Oh, I hope you're still here. Jada. I'm sorry if I said Jaden. Am I on the right path? Yes. Body pendulum goes yes. At least 99.5% is what I'm hearing. So very on the right path. How do I connect with my guide? So there's a couple resources I want to point you to. So I do have a book exactly on that topic, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Speaking with Source. And that's through the link in my bio. You can get that. I think it's like the second tab down. That's literally the subtitle, A Channeled Guide to Begin Expanding Your Connection and Ability to Speak with and Channel Those of the Highest Light who are here for the highest good and hone your other gifts as well. So that's a resource. Also, Lee Harris, fantastic channeler who's out there. He has a course called How to Channel and Why. I want to say it's like $30. Fantastic course. And that's not how I learned to channel, by the way. It's just something that I already knew how to channel, and I went through the course. I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. I could really recommend that to anyone. So if that's something you want to do, I would recommend that as a resource as well. But as far as another thing that would help you, I would specifically, I'm hearing get a tarot reading. So I would get a tarot reading. I think that's something that would help you right now. I'm hearing a local, so someone in your area. And how do you connect with your guide for you? Any guided meditations you can do on the topic? And I would actually learn Reiki as well. Reiki can really open up that connection more. It can kind of uncover your gifts more, if that makes sense, and really kind of help you to expand into who you're meant to be. So I would actually look into learning Reiki as well. That's something I'm hearing for you. If you haven't already, Jada, I hope that helps you out there. But I want to get any more specific information on how you can connect with your guide. I'm hearing all those resources will help. Learn Reiki. Any guided meditations on YouTube, and practice is key. So if you don't have tarot or oracle card deck, I would get one, because that's a good way to start practicing on like getting messages and honing your intuition. And I hope that helps you. All right. Honest with a one in there. Will my soon-to-be son-in-law's case be dropped? Unfortunately, my body pendulum is swinging to Kylie. Brandon, water. Thank you, Kylie, for the water reminder. I'm gonna try and hold the mic. Oh, that was magical. Like Brandon Water just like flung up on my comments. I have a great chance at seeing all these right now. Unfortunately, I got no for this question. Will my soon-to-be son-in-law's case be dropped? Will it have a good resolution for them? I'm hearing you will get through this. You'll get to the other side. You will be okay. Is the case going to be dropped? It's not going to be dropped right away is what I'm hearing. It won't go terribly is what I'm hearing, but I don't know. If you don't have a lawyer, I would hire one. And again, I am not a law professional, as a legal disclaimer. I hope that helps. And I want to give a shout out to Stefanique and Kylie Dusty. They are fantastic beings, and I appreciate them so much for moderating and hanging out with me. They've been hanging out with me on lives for a while now. Did I answer this? Eloisa Marie, Archangel Aurora. Welcome new beginnings. Let the sun shine in your life. So I feel like there might be a bit of a period of cloudiness. This is metaphorical, but I feel like the sun is coming into your life, and I want to say like mid-June is what I'm hearing, is like things will start to really brighten up. I'm hearing you're uncovering aspects of yourself you didn't realize are there, and I feel like you're healing and you don't realize it is what I want to say, is what I'm hearing. So Archangel Raphael popped out here. See with, whoa, my gosh. And now we have cards flying everywhere. Thanks for the roses. I saw Norsa, but I didn't quite see the full name. But thank you for the roses. Archangel Gabriel, which is about purification. I think that's part of the healing process. I'm going to gather my cards here. And what else for you? I'm hearing you're on the right track, but yeah, do as much healing work as you can. I feel like you know your process, and hopefully you do, because that's just what I'm hearing. But and as a final note, I'm hearing be the beautiful you that you be, because you are a beautiful being. So, and don't be afraid to let that shine. Don't let people damper your spirits on yourself. I hope that helps. Oh, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Thank you, Eloise. Hope I'm saying your name right. Let's see here. I'm going to try and get an older question here. Let's see. Call me Jess. Can I please have a reading? Oh my gosh. So when I'm surprised when the cards pop up, it's because my guides channel emotion through me. That's why I like sound surprised and I don't know what card I pulled. So we got this Archangel Aurora again. Welcome new beginnings. Let the sun shine in your life. I'm hearing you're a bright being, is what I'm hearing, and I keep hearing a lot of inner work. You're doing a lot of inner work, or you're about to, but I don't know why inner work is just such a topic right now. Let's see what else. So if you do any type of like chakra meditations or working on your chakras, I would take a look at your root chakra, and I'm hearing working on grounding, which I don't like bringing that message because I just like, doesn't everyone want to just like float freely and have a good time? But that's not the point. Sorry. I'm hearing get outside, like get your bare feet on the earth, and hopefully you're familiar with energy work, but I would take a second, just like if you're meditating, just breathe energy into your root chakra. You can visualize that as the color red, and just like 3 times, just breathe energy in, and then you can say, I release what no longer serves, and breathe the energy in, I release what no longer serves. And I think that'll just like unlock some things for you. That's really interesting. But and don't go overboard. I wouldn't like do that for the next year. I'd just say for like until you feel better, if that helps. Weirdly enough, I see you in like a witch's hat, so it's like if you're not into like a white witch kind of witchcraft, you might want to look into like doing that kind of work, and like particularly spells for healing. This is so random, but that's just what I'm hearing, and this is not a bad thing. It's just yeah, like white witchcraft in particular, like candle spells and healing in particular. That's what I'm hearing for you. So I hope that helps. And if you're not into crystals, I would get into crystals if nothing else. And citrine is a good crystal for you right now. So I hope that helps. NZ, amen. Sorry if I'm not saying that quite right. Can I ask, please ask if my interview was successful? Was your interview successful? So unfortunately, I mean, yes, overall. So I got my body pendulum went no, yes. I heard maybe like it was a little bit shaky, like maybe you didn't rock all the points, but overall, yes, it was successful. Will you get the job? Let's see. Are you on track to get the job now? I would keep looking. You potentially might not get that one, but hopefully you did anyways, and I'm just wrong. So, but I think you are going to get the job you need, is what I'm hearing. If it's not this one, things are lining up to get you to the right place, is more particular what I'm getting. What I'm hearing is like, don't worry too much about this place because you're going to get the right one either way. I hope that helps. But as far as was the interview successful overall, yes. You might hear back from them as a side note, what I'm hearing. Ooh, Hazel and Juju. Do I have spirit guides? If so, how many and who are they, is what I'm guessing you were going to say. Do you have spirit guides? Yes. A lot is what I'm hearing. 20 specifically. So the thing is, a lot of these things fluctuate. So you'll have a certain number for you now. You'll have a certain number for you later at another point in your life. I heard like 20 is a specific number, but they were also singing like the Little Mermaid song, which is like one thingamabobs. Or maybe it just says plenty instead of 20. But in my head, when my guides were singing it, they were saying 20. So you've got like a whole army of spirit guides. Who are they? It really varies and fluctuates. I'm seeing a lot of spirit animals, like angels, archangels in particular. Metatron's a big one for you. The big four, of course, like that's Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, but Metatron is a big one. Azrael, they want to add in. Geez. And a lot of masters too, like ascended masters is what I'm hearing. And you also have, you're working with dragons is what I'm hearing. I don't know if that resonates for you. You could just say dragon, spirit animal. And something I've found is that dragons are real in the etheric. That's through like energy work I've done and just through my own workings with spirit and with guides. So you've got a lot going for you. I'd say anything you do to practice energy work or magic of some sort outside of that would be great. And it's my truth that it's really about the intention. A lot of things like spells are just another way to move energy. So I hope that helps. I hope that makes any sense. But that was Hazel and Juju. Thank you so much. All right, so Nicolandrito Escandor asked, "Hello, can I have a reading about love?" Certainly. Um, I'm hearing something about you're going to have to open up, and in what ways? On a personal level. What I'm hearing is don't be afraid to bare your heart to people. And I know this is like, thanks for the rose, Nora Purple. Like potential prospective mates, geez. Interesting word choice by my guides. Like people, I think they want to stress it's okay to be you. And I know this is probably not what you meant by love reading, but we'll get to that. They just want to give some general advice to help you out. I feel like you do have good things coming in love, is what I'm hearing. But for you as well, they want to say don't rush things, like don't rush the process. It's like it's okay to rush in or dive in, but don't like get married too quickly. I have no idea how quite how old you are, but that's just for whatever reason they wanted to say that. I actually feel like true love is coming in for you soon. I don't get that very often, but that's what I'm hearing for you. So I think that's a good thing. But anything else you need to know? Weird message, but like don't be afraid to open up and be emotional. I have no idea what's up with that, or if you feel like you're not normally an emotional person, but I hope that helps you out. Your name's right there, so I don't have to try and say it again, and I'm sorry if I didn't say it correctly the first time. All right. Oh, they want to do that one. Katie Quirks asks, I've been so tired this week. Am I blocked? No. Short answer, no. You are not blocked. You know, there's just a lot going on. I know March, there was a lot of like fatigue energy in general. I'm hearing you're just recovering. I think there's a lot of like downloads and like ascension stuff going on. That might not be like your framework, so I'm sorry if I'm saying things that's like you're not super familiar with, excuse me. But in general, what they're saying is it's okay to rest. Don't worry too much. I think you're gonna perk up pretty soon. Like when, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, don't be afraid to take time for yourself this month. I think like a couple days you'll perk up, but then you might feel tired again. But you'll be okay. I hope that helps. You're not blocked though. Oh man, I hope I am not repeating people's readings because sometimes these questions don't disappear after I do them. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Man, that's a lot. Okay, it shows my answered ones down here. Sorry guys, I'm figuring out how Q&A works today, I guess. So I had to switch up, for anyone new here, I had to switch up how I do my lives because we went from like 30 people to like 100. So I couldn't keep up with the chat anymore. So we did this one. So we're gonna remove that question. We did this one. In the meantime, it's good to see so many of you here. This is really exciting. And everyone can just give some love to Stephanique and Kylie Dusty, who are the amazing moderators for today. So we got that question answered. Did I already get Wells Beaning? I don't think I did, but let's see. Oh, thanks so much, Gabs, for the roses and KWAC for the fire. I really appreciate you. Nora Purple, thanks for the roses. Can I have a love or general reading? Yeah, so let's do love, they want to say. I feel like you're actually attracting really good love your way right now as things are. I feel like you're doing the work, if that makes sense, like on yourself and in your life. But don't be afraid to get out there more if you're looking for love right now. Are you looking for love? Are you in a relationship? No, I don't think you are. But really trust that the right love is coming for you. And they want to give you this advice, and this could be for anyone who's looking for love right now as well, is you can write 3 lists. And I got this from a practitioner friend of mine who's fantastic. You write down what you want. And then you write, so just the qualities you want, and you write down a boundaries list. So things you're not looking for. And then you can write another list depending on where you're at of like, for me, this was easier because I could just channel the list. And it's like a what are you worthy of list. And typically that what are you worthy of list is a really amazing thing because you're always inherently worthy, of course, but like you can get into a meditative state and just kind of see what comes through, or ask your soul, like, say, soul, will you please tell me what I'm worthy of, and write that on the page. That's if you're into automatic writing and channeling, of course. So at least the first two lists would be I'm he, him. Whoever asked what my pronouns were, I identify as male. But of course, we all have the masculine and feminine energies. Sorry, back to the reading. Got distracted by that question. General. Again, on the right track. That's just, a lot of people seem to be on the right track right now. Don't be afraid to manifest with this new moon, which is like today. You can even write your love lists if you want. It's a great time to do it. I'm hearing something about getting into business. If you've been wanting to start a business or get into business of some sort, I would do it. I would take that leap if you haven't already. It's a good option. I feel like you have the smarts for it. And don't be afraid to take risks, is what I'm hearing at this time. Of course, don't do anything crazy. I wouldn't dump your entire life savings into crypto, which actually might work out, but you didn't, sorry, don't actually do that. Yeah, be more conservative with investing, but that's what I just heard. But as far as like life risks, do it, if that makes sense. If there's been something on your mind, nothing too crazy, but that's just what I'm hearing right now. I hope that helps. GG. Did I answer this? Can I get a live reading? My name is Andy. I think I did this. Anything else coming in for this now that it's up on the screen? Yeah, Andy, don't give up. I hope that previous reading helped you out. Dun, dun. Okay, I think we got that one. Snarls, any general messages from my guides? Whoa, Archangel Azrael. It's time to let go, prepare for change. I think let go is kind of the message in general for you. Like you're on the right track, but let go of the old. And I'm seeing a sword. I feel like Archangel Michael's helping you at this time, is what I'm hearing. And it's like something about cutting away the BS, if that makes sense. So it's really just like, if there's stuff from your past you've been holding on to, I wouldn't hold on to that. I hope that helps you out. Let's see, anything else? I'm hearing something about trust the path, and what's that about? It's an interesting answer, like trust who you're called to be. I think when you incarnate, there's like a person you're meant to be. And if you have trouble stepping into that, you can literally ask. I think I made a TikTok that my guides channeled through about that. You can literally ask, like, I asked to step into who and what I truly be. I asked to become who I'm meant to be this lifetime, and to fulfill my life's purpose, something like that. But when you ask, you feel that energetic shift. It's like ask and you will receive. So a lot of the times you'll ask the universe for something, you'll feel the energetic shift, and you'll kind of step into it. So that's another tool for you to help with that, if that makes sense. I hope that helps, Snarls. They're saying there's more. Stack. Okay, clear quartz, let yourself feel all your emotions. What's that about? I guess really just let yourself process. If anything's been coming up in your life or in general, it's okay to feel, if that makes sense. And feeling, not getting stuck in the emotion, but feeling it, watching it, letting it process out. It's processing, if that makes sense, and it's healing. So I hope that helps. I hope that brought you something good. Dun, dun, dun. Wow. So anyone new? Hi. I'm not used to this volume of people with my lives. I'm sure this is gonna kind of keep happening. I go live every Sunday morning. So I know Kylie and Stephanie have been doing amazing moderating. So again, feel free to use the Q&A for any questions. I'm going to try and get through as many as I can. So let's see here. Going through my Q&A. There's probably an unfortunate amount of this live of me scrolling through Q&A questions. Crispy Chip 95. Do you have spirit guides? Yes. As far as other, I'm hearing angels in particular. I keep seeing koala as a spirit animal for you. And going in with like what keeps coming through for everyone today, you're on the right track if you needed to hear that. I hope that helps you, but the answer is yes. I hope that helps you out. Okay. My name is Mark. Can I get a reading, please? Yeah. What's up with Mark? So first thing I hear is like, give up to God what no longer serves you. So if there's like anything you're holding on to, anything you're struggling with, I'd really kind of release it to God. You can literally say, I give it up to God for the highest good. God, you're infinitely intelligent, infinitely wise. You know exactly what to do with this. Please take this, deal with it. I feel like that's internal stuff is what I'm hearing. I don't know what, like jam is a word that's coming through. So what's up with the jam? It's weird. I'm hearing something about like an internal jam. I don't know if this makes any sense to you whatsoever, because I've never brought anything through like that before for someone, but it's like, okay, so if you're processing things like internally and you feel jammed on anything, give it up to God. Call the angels in to help you. It works, if that makes sense. It can help just kind of move things or get things unstuck, if that makes sense. I'm hearing something about you, like you're actually a really great person, Mark. That's something they want to say. It's like you've got a lot of good things inside you. It's very interesting messages, and you're such a wonderful spirit. They want to say like these things about you. They really want to get that to you if no one tells you that. And they're saying something about like, don't be afraid to be the kind you that you be, and if you've been like having trouble with that or like running into issues with that, it's like weird. It's like, don't let anything that's kept you from being kind keep you from being kind, if that makes sense. I hope that helps. That's some interesting messages, but and they're saying something like this self-confidence, Tiger's Eye self-confidence card popped out. Like you've got plenty going for you, so don't it's like weird, like don't beat yourself up, if that makes sense. And I don't know if that has to do with your love life. Thanks, Crispy Chip and Wendy Frog, for the gifts. I don't know if that has to do with your love life or anything, but that's what I'm getting. But they really want to reiterate you're a great person. So, yeah, I hope that helped. Is there anything you need to know besides that? No, not really. Keep trucking. I hope that helped on some level. Let's see. Albina, I didn't get your general reading, did I? I don't think I did. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Can I have Albina? Yeah, Angel deck. Whoa, which card? So we have Archangel Bakpi, and they're immediately yelling the birds. So they want me to talk about the birds, and the words that they're giving me are fly free, and of course, don't be afraid to fly high, if that makes sense. Own your self-worth, because they're showing me that they're pointing my eyes to the peacock feathers. They want to talk about you owning your self-worth at this time. And they keep talking about robin spirit animal. They pointed my eye to this robin. Oh my gosh, this robin on the shoulder here, and they're saying robin spirit animal in particular. So I would look up the meaning of that. And so when you Google it, if you Google robin spirit animal, they're saying like the second link about spirit animals, robin spirit animal down that you find, and it's like third or fourth paragraph, and maybe the fifth is kind of like the meaning that's more for you. But don't be afraid to scan the whole page and just go with what resonates for you. But for whatever reason, they really want to point that out to you. But again, they say don't be afraid to fly high. What does that mean? Like gifts, talents, and abilities. Really let those shine. Really, like, don't be afraid to go for it. So I hope that helps. Hope that helps you out. I don't think, man, holy Q&A. So this is a lot, so I can't promise I'll get to everything, but I will I will do my darndest. So some of these were asked like a while ago. I'm going to try and get to these older ones here. Ruda, thanks for the reminder on the water. I'm going to do Ruda here. It's like 40 minutes ago. Hopefully you're still here. Messages from guys, please. Don't forget water. Okay, water first. I super appreciate it. I'm glad I grabbed 2 water bottles. I have this matcha latte. My guides want me to drink that because I have nutrients. Okay, I'm sorry if you heard a swallow in the mic. I know that's not like what you guys come to lives for. Or is it? Do you come to watch me swallow water and stuff? Messages from my guides, please don't forget water. Yes. Okay, so that went off the track of I just gave myself a pattern interrupts. Okay, so messages for Ruda. The first thing they're saying is like, Ruda, keep going, keep going. So it's another, if you've been tuned in, Stay the Course has been coming through for everyone almost. I think it's just like, they're saying something about being prepared. You might have a few bumps in the road ahead. I don't like breaking that through for people, but that's just something to bear in mind. I think they're saying something about grin and bear it. But I feel like you're gonna get through to the other side better than ever. I think it's just gonna be, it's like little blips, like just little life lessons that but on the other side I just see you happy and free and kind of dancing in the sunlight, if that makes sense. And you know, don't be afraid to be yourself is something that's coming through a bit. So if you felt confined, I would not as far as who you are and like who you're being. This card popped up, Ready to Love Again. I have no idea what's up with your love life, but and also Passion and Purpose is popping out here too. So I would follow your dreams if you've been having any that you've been wanting to follow, or if you've been feeling hesitant, I would do that. But they're saying you're on the right track, which I think came through for you last live too, last week, which is good. I'm really glad to hear people are on the right track, and hopefully you also feel you're on the right track. So I hope that resonates. Anything specific? They really want you to do you at this time. They really want you to focus on doing you at this time. So I hope that helps. And thanks so much, Ruda. It's great to see you again here. 111 people here for anyone who wants to make a wish. Oh man. Gonna try and get to the old ones here. I wish they kind of leave the old at the top for these questions. This looks quick. Should I watch Georgia's stream or not? Would it be in the highest good for Arson as Fire to watch Georgia's stream? I get no, actually. You can. I don't think it's a huge deal, but I get no. I hope that helps. That was just one I felt I could answer really quickly. Hope that helps you. Man, I wouldn't say I feel overwhelmed, but I definitely am not used to this volume. Okay. Ooh, Tia, 1207. What are my spiritual gifts I should work on? I hope you're still around. I know it's been like an hour, so thanks for hanging in there if you're still here. I'm hearing clairvoyance for start. You do have clairaudient abilities as well. I would really hone in on that crown chakra of yours during meditation, and amethyst for you is good. Tanzanite for third eye. Purple crystals in general are a good idea for you. Fluorite's a great one, purple fluorite, which is like, fluorite I think is like connection to higher self. Let's see, any other spiritual gifts? I think card readings are a good fit for you as far as like how you operate. I would actually like try to do, if you get into doing card readings and stuff, I would try to do card readings on YouTube at some point, actually, for you. That's something I'm hearing. But clairvoyance, again, they want to reiterate that. And I feel like you're going to get a lot of visions and like visuals. And I would watch your dreams as well. I think you get messages in your sleep. Anything else? Those are the ones I'm getting right now. And if you're working on like your ability to feel energy, like the clairsentience, as some people say, I would work with crystals. I think that's something that would help you. I hope that helps. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. I wish I had like scrolling elevator music I could play while I scroll through this Q&A. Oh, guys, like this is so. Let's see. Isabel, I'm lovely. I didn't get your love reading already, did I? Okay, so let's see. Isabel. So, okay, this message is probably just going to come through a little bit today. It seems to be a little bit of a thing. So can I get a love reading, please? Be yourself first is the first thing I hear. So the more you can be you, the better. And what I like to say is the more you step into who you are and be yourself, the more you attract what's meant for you, if that makes sense. I don't think that means you miss out on what's for you if you don't be totally yourself, but you kind of do, if that makes sense. I just feel like as you step into the frequency of who you are, you're attracting what's meant for you, if that makes sense. But as far as, K-Wack, thanks for the fire. As far as a love reading, I'm hearing imminent, like love imminent. That it might just be like on your doorstep soon. Like even May is early, is May, and timing can be a little bit flexible with readings like this. I don't like to say that, but it seems like it can be. Like May, June. I think summer will be interesting for you, is what I'm hearing. Let's see, anything else? If anything goes south at this time in your life, it's not the end of the world, is what I'm hearing. I think, I feel like by the year's end, you're going to have a lot of new stuff around you, and that's general. I know that's not just love, but let's see. What I really hear is the best is yet to come. So I would be patient. Love is coming, and I do feel like there's something imminent, but as far as what you really, 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 really want, I would be patient. But don't be afraid to explore in the meantime. I hope that helps. I hope I didn't lose track in the middle of that reading because I kind of zoned out for a second there. I hope that helped, yeah. That's what I'm getting. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do this in the car because this would be a lot of time in the car. Okay. GXX777, great number. Is Jimmy coming to me eventually? Unfortunately, my body pendulum goes no. I know that's probably not the answer you want to hear. But any other advice for you on that front? What I'm hearing is like, don't be afraid to reach out to him though, if that makes sense. Like I would actually give him a shot, but don't be afraid to reach out to him if that makes sense. But I am hearing there's better. That is something my guides are saying, but no one wants to hear that when they're really smitten with someone. So, but in case it doesn't go your way, I'm actually hearing reach out to him. So I would reach out to Jimmy. I hope that helps. And I hope that answers your question. I'm wishing you well with that one for sure. Scrolling through the Q&A. I just want to make sure I get to these older ones. Ooh, Sabine. Which college should I pick? I'm super torn. Oh, so don't be afraid to like list, when you guys ask these questions, list which colleges, because it's hard for me to like, it's easier for me to just body pendulum like, oh, should you do this one? No, should you do this one? Yes. So don't be afraid to like, Sabine, resubmit that with the colleges you're considering. Let's see. Let's try and narrow it down. Would it be in the highest community one close to home? Your home? No. I'm hearing university, so if that helps narrow it down, it's one with university in the name. Would it be a state school? I feel like there is a good option that's like a state, so a school with state in the name. Would community college be a good idea? Nope. And I did ask, should you not go to college? The answer is no. It would be good for you to go, for you and your path. Do you have like, are you considering anywhere in Oklahoma? Like, Oklahoma, the state just kind of flashed in front of my vision here. So if you are, I don't know, what's the best place for you to go to college? It's really wherever you want, but I don't feel like it's close to home. And if you are considering somewhere in Oklahoma, there, but if not, go ahead and list what you were looking at and I can help narrow it down. And I want to give you guys a tool. And there's a couple ways to do this. You can drop into your heart and just kind of, you can kind of walk your body into experiences to see how you'll feel. So how do you do that? So for instance, and you're just letting the energy of the situation come to you when you ask, and hopefully this makes sense for at least some of you, but it's like, how will I feel in general if I go to this college? And you'll kind of feel the energy and the experience. And so if it feels light, it's usually a good thing. If it feels heavier, it's usually like like kind of like not as like you kind of feel your body constrict instead of like loosen up and relax, is probably not the better option. So to give an example with food, I could be like, okay, how will I feel if I eat McDonald's chicken nuggets after this live? And like, I didn't move my body. That's my body's response to the energy to that. If I did that, okay, how will I feel if I eat salad after this live? Like, not bad, but it's like, how will I feel if I eat bread and butter after this live? That feels a little heavy to me. So that's just an option. I don't know if you get a lot from me giving that example, but that's another way to help you guys make choices intuitively, if that makes sense. So I hope that helps. So that was for Sabine, and I'm so sorry I didn't put that up on the screen, guys. Okay, now back. I wish I could just like have the Q&A, have the oldest ones first at the top. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday, by the way. Thanks for joining me live. I want to iterate for anyone new. This is the most volume I've had in a live yet, so still working out the kinks on how to do this. Lily and me. Brandon, do you see a move for me? This is really quickly. I just wanted to hit this. Do you see a move for me? No. I get no. It will happen. Like, that doesn't mean you're just going to be stuck where you are for forever. I don't see one in the near future as of right now. Like, you can try to make the choice and force it. Would it be that's good for Lily and me to move very soon? No. I'm going to stay put for a little bit. I think I feel like there is going to be a time where you need to move. It'll be pretty apparent, and you'll know when, if that makes sense. But and don't be afraid to move anyways, even though I said what I said. That's what I'm hearing. So I hope that helps. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff where you're at, though, to continue on that reading while I scroll through the Q&A. Okay. Let's see. Kylie Dusty, since you are moderating, I said, I see, am I creating a block with my love life? I get no. I think weird messages, like I'm hearing, I would get really curious about it though. And this is, okay, so I know a little bit of your story there with that situation, but kind of like what I was talking about like feeling into different situations. What my guide said was consider feeling into other options. I think that'll just bring further clarity and perhaps resolution to you. Are you creating a block? No. I feel like the one you're interested in though is your guy. I'm pretty sure it was guy. Yeah. I feel like he's kind of resisting a lot of stuff right now. It might not just be love life, but I feel like the block's not necessarily on your end. But in the meantime, weird answer, I would dig into what makes you tick is what I just heard. So I hope that helps, Kylie. You're golden. My guys want to finish off on. So, so thanks so much for moderating, by the way, Kylie and Stephanie. You guys are golden. I appreciate you. And everyone, please be very kind to them because they are very awesome people. And they have been, yeah, I don't know. That's just, I want to say. They are very appreciated. Okay, Kai Warrior. Is the next step I plan on making good for me? I actually get no. My guys in Body Pendulum both kind of went no. I hear reconsider. Is it like a bad step? I feel like it's kind of in the middle, but it's not what you want, is what I'm hearing. Weird advice, but they're like, consider looking up tarot readings on YouTube. And there's one reader, and you know, I don't necessarily think anyone is the end-all be-all per se, but there's one reader, and it's Consciousness Journey Evolution. She's pretty huge on YouTube, actually. But there's one reading she has where it's like picking it's kind of like you have two different choices, and like the reading is like it's a pick a card and you can choose one option or the other and you set it as one or the other. If you find a reading like that, I would do that, and you can kind of like get like a reading on your choices you're considering, if that makes any sense to you. I hope that makes sense, but let's see if I get more information for you right here. Weirdly, I'm hearing something about staying put. If you were planning on making a move, I'm hearing something about stay put for now. I actually hear life is going to sort it out for you, so don't worry too much. Like, don't do nothing in the meantime, but there's a better option for you than what you're planning. I hope that helped at all. I hope that gave you something to go on. I know that's not always like what we want to hear, but it's potentially you had a feeling about it, and that's why you were asking. So going back to the old readings, or old submissions here. Okay. So I answered these. Julie Wilson 809. Am I making the right decision with my marriage? Overall, yes. One thing I'm hearing a bit of advice is kindness is key. I have no idea what the situation is, but I mean, I get the answers I get. But kindness is key right now. Overall, yes. My body pendulum went no, yes, and usually that means overall. I mean, it always means overall yes. But what's the no about? I'm just hearing be gentle with everyone involved. I don't know what the decision. I'm guessing you're probably leaving the marriage, but is she leaving the marriage? No, yes. It might be an interesting situation, but overall, yes. I hope that helps with everything. I know that's not always, marriage things aren't always fun. Mm-hmm. Okay. Meta Universal asks, will I make any new friends anytime soon? Yes, I think that's a high possibility for you. Let's see. So this came through for someone else earlier, but like doing yoga and going to like a yoga studio or yoga class, like get out and about ASAP, I think, and I know it's difficult because of the, the thing that's been happening for like a year with like health and stuff, but COVID. I actually think it's a high possibility for you. I think it's getting out and about group activities, just places you'll meet people, and online is not a bad place to look either. I don't know if you do any. I don't know what you're into, but groups and group settings are important for that. And consider outdoor activities too. If there's any like sort of like sports or anything like that, or even if it's gaming, I'm not sure if it's related to your interests and there's a group about it, I would do it. But weirdly, yoga came through too. So if you're into yoga, I would try and find a class and potentially just talk to some people there, or classes in general, like learning something where you're kind of interacting with your peers are a good idea. But how soon? But I would give it a little time, but I do feel like soon the friends are coming. So I hope that helps you. CZ270 asks, do we have a future? We decided to take a break. Does ZZ and her persons who took a break from have a future? So body pendulum went no, yes, no. So that's an overall, it's kind of like a maybe, but leaning towards no is pretty much what I'm hearing. I do feel like you do need to take a break. I do think that is important for you guys. I think I think you each do have quite a bit to sort out, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, like you definitely need time apart, but they're like, you already gave the answer. I'm like, I guess I did. So overall, no, but like there is potential. It could work out if you really wanted to, but I don't think my guides wanted me to go that direction with it, so that's what I'm getting. Yeah, sorry, gonna scroll down to the old again, and I wish I had some better elevator music to play when I scroll here. Oh man. Going down. Okay. Don't need those. Who should I do next? Mosey Mose. Guidance about reactive dog. Should you rehome him? No. I get no on the rehome. Take him back to the shelter. No. I feel like there is a way to train him, but you might need a specialist. I feel like he is a good dog. He's just reactive, like you said. I do feel like he needs a little bit of help. Should they rehome him? And by the way, if it just does become too much, regardless of what I say, it doesn't mean don't follow your own gut on the situation. Like if it gets way too drastic, like it's okay if you rehome him. But like it's not, God is not going to smite you for not listening to me. Like that's not, like go with your gut is what I'm saying. Yeah, I would try to keep him, but I know that can be really difficult when it's not working out. But I feel like there is a specialist that can help that's local, and I don't know if there's any type of dog training that would help, but there is a way to not rehome him if you are bent on keeping him. I hope that helps. Oh, it was just 11:11. Dang it. I'm sure someone somewhere saw it. Okay, I know I'm skipping around a bit. I'm just trying to make sure I don't spend too much time scrolling. Rise and Rain. I'm just going to trust that I get to the right messages at the right time. Am I on track with discovering my life purpose? So interesting. Body Pendulum went no, yes. And when I was first reading your question, what my guide said is like, in a way, you are living your life purpose. It's like not knowing where you're at or not feeling lost is like, what comes through a lot is like feeling lost is the step before being found, if that makes sense. So in a sense, like you're always right where you need to be. But I'm hearing you are living your life purpose. And what does that mean? It's like a lot of these things are under the surface. I think sometimes people can get caught up on like your life purpose looking like this physical thing. Like, is my life purpose exactly, well, sorry, I was going to give an example and then my guides were like, no, don't give. I was going to say, like, is my life purpose specifically just giving readings on the TikTok Live? And my guides were like, that's part of it. But it's like, yeah. But it's like, that could have played out in a number of ways. It could have been readings on YouTube Live. You know, it's like, sorry, that's still not the point. There could be other faculties where I'm like channeling or giving advice that aren't necessarily tarot cards or channeling on social media, if that makes sense. Like it could have been therapy. So I guess what I'm trying to get at here is like, weirdly what they're saying right now is it's energetic. A lot of the purpose is energetic and it's like a theme or like almost like archetypal, I want to say, if that makes any sense to you when you're living out your purpose. So in a way, just you being and doing what you're doing and being yourself and working through what you're working through and it's weird, like honing in on the relationships you're honing in on is fulfilling what you came here to do and be because you're you already, if that makes sense. On a certain level, everyone's already themselves. It's like uncovering what does that mean? It's like stepping into that energy of who they are and like realizing who and what that is as opposed to any like societal programming, if that makes sense. You are on the right track. I think it's just realizing you've already lived your purpose this whole time just by being alive, if that makes any sense. Thanks for the roses, Nora Purple. But anyway, another tip they want to get is the more spiritual you get, the better. And I don't necessarily mean like the dressing like a hippie and like selling crystals outside of a natural grocery store. I mean like actually honing in on your spiritual connection and spirituality and connection with the divine, if that makes sense, and being who you are. Does that make any sense? I hope that helps, but I know that might not be the answer you were looking for, and I hope that didn't confuse you at all, but that might not have been anything else. They're just saying get spiritual. I think that'll help you in general to just to know you're on the right track. Let's see here. Where are we? This is... Oh, we're getting there, guys. Okay, greatness for US. Will my body heal from all my injuries? At least most of them. I'm hearing mostly. Body pendulum went very slight no to yes, so like I'm actually hearing full recovery, but take your time. I'm hearing like the song Slow Ride by Fog. Slow ride, take it easy. I feel like you'll get there, but be gentle with yourself, and even something like Reiki might help you. And just to let you know, legal disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, but Reiki does help with physical conditions as well. So I would hit it from all angles. That was greatness for you. Thanks so much for submitting a question, hanging out with us live. So I'm just going to try and find the questions my guides are guiding me to. Oh, okay. Olivia Wiggins 3. Will I be successful in my career? Yes. I get a yes. What I hear is keep trucking and don't be afraid to diverge paths as like certain like roadblocks occur. I think I'm getting yes. I would keep going. That doesn't mean just like start coasting because the dude on TikTok said yes. I am getting yes. I don't think that's how you're going to take that anyways. Keep going, keep working, keep striving, keep going for your goals, and keep stretching yourself. Don't push yourself too hard, of course, but you got this. I hope that helps. Whoop. Okay, hold on. It's like, yeah, you will be successful. You just have to keep going. Just to that was the short, the summarized version that my guides wanted me to say. Diana Kane 94. Should I move in with my ex and baby daddy? No, is what I get. I would find an alternative, maybe close by because baby, because of the baby, but just not there is what I'm hearing. It might not be the option it might get messy. It might not be what you want. Okay, what's the next question? Nope, not this, not here. Okay, we're gonna do Marissa Celeste 89. Any suggestions for me in moving through anxiety? Yes. So let's see what they want to bring through. They want to suggest, this is kind of a common answer, but they want to suggest meditation for you. And they were like, meditation brings answers, which is that like common quote you'll see probably everywhere on Instagram. But that's what they said. So anything else? There's a lot of common techniques. They're talking about breathing through it, and that's just where like weird suggestion, and this is like the second time this general concept came up, but they're saying like focus on your third eye. Breathe, focus on your third eye, which is this chakra here. Weird. Okay, here's what they're channeling through. It's like focus on your third eye and like breathe out the anxiety. So like the anxious energies, it's like you're focusing on your third eye. Are you breathing the anxious energies out of your third eye? No. It's like through your breath. It's almost like visualize the anxious energy like flowing out with your breath. And it's just kind of like a form of energy work. But for some reason, they want you to focus on your third eye while you do that. Because I feel like you'll get visuals that will help you with this potentially. That's for you in particular. That might work for some of you other ones, but that's what my guides wanted to bring through for you in particular and moving through anxiety. Anything else? Breath work. I would look into breath work, and that's as simple as like focusing on your breath, and like it's kind of like stepping back and you're meditative. You're observing the anxiety. You're not so wrapped up in it, and you're focused on your breath. You breathe in like 4 seconds, you hold it for 5, you breathe out for 7 seconds. Like in through the nose, hold for 5 seconds, out through the mouth 7 seconds. That's a form of breath work. And Reiki would help actually. I would learn Reiki if you haven't considered. A lot of people who suffer from anxiety find that Reiki is a good modality to help alleviate that. And just to let you guys know, legal disclaimer, I'm not a doctor or certified licensed counselor. But that's what I'm getting for you. That's what the angels are saying, my guide source. Let's scroll for a bit. Okay, we're doing this one. Nora Purple asked, oh, Alina Stacy, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for the flowers. General reading, sister-in-law, trustworthy. Thank you. Unfortunately, body pendulum is your sister-in-law trustworthy, the one you're referring to. Body pendulum swinging to no. They want to iterate that she's not a terrible person. It's just maybe she just has some issues. There's nothing like wrong with her per se. It's like she just doesn't know any better per se. How else do we want to? How else should we put this? I wouldn't start like beating up on her necessarily, but they just want to let you know, like, in some ways, she's not the best as far as trustworthiness goes, and perhaps in a lot of ways. I don't like bringing that through, but that's what I'm getting. So I hope that helps in your situation. And watch your patterns is another message, because people will say things, but you can always, like, through actions, through patterns, people really show you where they're at, if that makes sense. I think deep down there are, I almost want to say there's not really any bad people, but there are people who have learned certain habits or ways of being, either societally or just as survival mechanisms, that aren't really the healthiest to be around, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that helps. And let's see. Okay, we're gonna do Victoria Jenkins. Is the guy I've been texting the right guy? I get for, like, body pendulum goes yes. I get for now. Yeah, for now. So what does that mean? I would say, yeah, I would let things play out is what I'm getting. Yeah, I mean, he's not a bad person. I would give him a shot. There might be better down the road, but honestly, like, right now, I would go for that guy if you're feeling it. I hope that helps. And I know that's a weird answer, but that's what I'm getting. So I hope that helps you out. Let's try and find some older questions. Let's do this one. Megan Gale 111. Will she get the apartments with friends, I'm guessing? Okay, so the answer to the question, I get no. Body pendulum swings to no. I feel like there's a better situation for you, Megan Gale 111. I hope that helps and answers the question. But they're also saying don't fret too much. Like, it's not the end of the world if you don't get the apartments. I hope that helps you. I know it's not always the answer you want to hear, and I'm really sorry. But trust me, it always works out better in the long run if you let go. Finding some older questions. Okay, we're gonna do Emmy. Emmy asked, hello, South Africa. Is it time for a career change? I get no. I'd stay the course for a little bit. I don't. If you're in a career where moving up is feasible, that might be an option for you. They're like, stay the course for just a little bit longer. So I would hang in there for a bit. I'm hearing it does get better. I hope that helps. And if you're considering a side hustle, I would do that for sure. I'm getting. It's not a bad idea. And please excuse my scrolling. Oh man. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm just going to say that while I scroll. This is pretty big influx. This is a lot more than my lives have been in the past. So I'm pretty sure it'll keep up at this pace going forward. And maybe I'll have to start paying moderators or something. Let's see, who's next here? Okay, Sabine, so here's your, okay, yeah, nothing in Oklahoma. Let's see, Notre Dame, no. Bentley, yes. Durham, UK, no. I would go with Bentley out of the three. I hope that helps, Sabine. I hope you were here to see that, that question. But thanks for asking. That was for colleges. Sabina's asking about colleges early. So, all right, no Oklahoma. All right, guys wanted me to do this one. Tara Staingas. I'm so sorry about names, guys. Tara Staingas. My friend passed away suddenly. Is she okay? Yes. I'm hearing all is well, and what I'm hearing from her, because I'm feeling her. She's like, don't worry about me, is what I'm hearing. That's enough, thanks. And I'm not super keen on always channeling spirits, so I don't really channel spirits. It's not my thing. I'll pass on messages if I'm guided to, just to let you guys know. But short answer, yes, very. All is well on the other side is what they're iterating, and another message is like, death is not the end. All is better on the other side is what I'm hearing. Not to limit how amazing life can be here, but they just want to let you guys know it's like things are okay over there. I hope that helps. And to iterate, they're saying she's happy over there. Let's see what they want me to do next. No, down. Let's see. Trying to get to the old readings, guys. Bear with me here. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. I'm just trying to find the one my guides want me to do here. Did I already do this? Okay, we're gonna answer this one. So Nikki Left Defense asked, how can I earn my spirit guides' trust? So this is a good one to delve into, because you don't necessarily need to earn their trust, because they already know everything. They know everything about you. They know who you are down to the greatest depths of you. So in a sense, they already know everything. They already know everything about you. So there's not really anything to trust or distrust, if that makes sense. It's like they already trust you because they already know what's there. Like it's like there's nothing to earn, is what I'm hearing. Like they're here guiding you. It's unconditionally loving. They're not judging you. They're not like side-eyeing you, if that makes sense. Like what's this girl about? Because I want to stress, like, it's all knowing once you tune into your guidance system. And that doesn't mean I don't make mistakes quote unquote in my daily life, where I don't know, like drop something or like pick up the wrong food, or like, doesn't mean I don't make mistakes on a human level. It's just like, as far as spirituality goes, none of your spiritual team are judging you or mistrusting you or like side-eyeing you or like really rolling their eyes at you. If they are showing you that, it's just to convey a message of like, more to give you self-awareness of how you're being, more so than they're actually upset with you, if that makes sense. Because it's really unconditionally loving up there. Does that make sense to you? I hope that helps, but I hope that answers the question too that you were trying to get at. So oh, they want me to do this one. Dazer25 asked, oh, thanks for the gifts, Emily. Should I walk away from Jorge? No. I get no. I'd say give him a chance. Okay. I don't get that is it abusive? If it is abusive to you, of course, yes, that is my disclaimer. I don't think that it is, based on what I'm getting. That being said, I kind of get don't walk away right now. Like, give him one shot at least. I think I feel like there's a little bit more in that relationship for you to learn, if that makes sense. Like I feel like you might end up staying. So that's the short answer of that. I hope that helps you. Okay. Oh my gosh, they want me to do this one. Been seeing swans every day, and number 22. What's the message? I feel like that's about romance, actually. Could be wrong. I don't think I am. Let's see. 22 for me is usually about romance and partnership. For you, what is it? I feel like it's romance and balance would be the two things it would be about, but more the first one is what I'm hearing. And those kind of play into each other. Swans are also grace is what I'm hearing, and it's almost like gliding along. It's because swans kind of like glide. I feel like they don't really paddle furiously like a duck underwater. Maybe they do, but I don't. That's not the sense I get. But really, I'm seeing like, you know how swans do that thing where like they put their heads together and there's the hearts. Like, I'm kind of seeing more love for that. So I think I would keep an eye on your love life right now, if that makes sense. There's more to those signs, by the way, for you, to the swans in particular. I think it's like purity is because it's pure white. It's like purity is another word that's coming through, like grace, love. I hope that helps. I would I would look up swan spirit animal as well, just to get a little bit more. And if you do, I would find maybe like the fourth link in Google if you Google swan spirit animal that talks about swan spirit animal. If that is correct, if that's a link that goes to swan spirit animal, that's just what I'm hearing. All right, let's find an older post. There's one in the middle. Okay, it's easy 17. Should I go to U of Saskatchewan or Mount A or not? All right, would it be on the highest good for its city code to U of Saskatchewan? No, or Mount A? No, or not? Kind of get not. Between the two, probably the first one if you go to either of those. I hope that helps. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Guys, I try to do these in order, but the Q&A is kind of just like all over the place, so I'm doing my best here. I apologize if I haven't gotten to you and you asked a while ago. I think I already did. Albina, did I already do yours? I think I did. Oh, I feel bad. Did I already do? I think so. I'm going to pull another card for you just in case because I just hit the button. Archangel Gersisa is create a solid spiritual foundation, be in service to the planet, and a quick message for you. I would say be of service to the ones around you. I think. Do you feel like you do a lot for others? Because I feel like you do. I think. And don't be afraid to keep doing that because I feel like that is going to come back around in a good way. So the more you do kindly, the better, I want to say. And a guardian angel, love yourself unconditionally, ask for help. And what I get more particularly is the love yourself message. So love yourself for sure is what I'm hearing. It's important right now, especially if you give and give and give. But I'm just hearing being of service is very important for you, and that's in whatever ways you feel called. And of course, we have the be gentle with yourself card here. So that goes with the love yourself. Take some time out, rest, recuperate. If you need to cry it out with anything. I hope that helps. I think there's more, but I don't know. They want to say you got this too. If there's a lot going on, you got this. Or if there's not, you got this. But you got this is the message. Okay, sorry. I know we're skipping around, but I just kind of, if my guides move my hands, I just go with it. Inezulichka asked, moving soon, will I find a good career there? So we did a big like no yes swoop. So yes, eventually. You might have to jump around a few times, but it's possible to find one. Will you find a good career there right away? Not likely, unfortunately, but keep searching and don't give up hope. It's possible. But you might have to use stepping stones is what I'm getting. I hope that helps. Who's who? Did I already answer that? Okay. What's the next one? Well, this is, feel there is something more. What is it for me? I would really go within on that one. That sounds so like stereotypical, but I, I I feel like there is more, but it's inside, if that makes sense. Like there's more to uncover. There's like I think there's dreams, hopes, and desires, perhaps from when you were a kid, that perhaps you've forgotten about or like covered up that you're uncovering. And there's things you've forgotten about, like that you need perhaps like in your life, and like now that you're starting to uncover that, you're feeling a bit more like, oh, wait. But I feel like things that are spiritually based would help you for sure to uncover more meaning, if that makes sense. But I really feel like it's internal. I really feel like it's on the inside. It's almost like a switch will flip the more you dig into like what's missing. Um, but I keep hearing it's on the inside, and that's why like um, I think any type of internal work you could do would be great. Um, it's weird. It's like they're like because there is more for you, but it's like once you figured out what it is on the inside, it will show up outside of you. Thanks, Kaylin7777 for the fire. I hope that helps, Amanda Ogle. I hope that helps you. Did I get this? Jeez, wants to be quick. Jeez Louise asked, should I move back home? I get no off the top of my head. Trust your gut instinct on that too, and trust how you're feeling. I feel like there's more for you where you are, but of course, trust your situation and don't. If you're okay where you are, and if, I would stay, but of course that's based on that. I hope that helps. Yeah. Okay, I'll answer this really quickly. How does a person set up a private reading with you? So in the link in my bio, there's the link tree. If you go to the first link, it's my website. There's a whole bunch. There's just like a scheduler right there. That's a way to do it. So that's how you would set up a private reading with me. But thanks for asking, Karen. That's how you would go about doing that. I also, once again, want to shout out Kylie and Stephanie for being awesome and moderating. I appreciate you guys. I wish like I could have a way for you guys to like let me know if you needed to like to dip out or something. But I hope you guys are good and are hanging in there. Sorry about the water swallows, guys. Sorka. So, I'm so sorry about the name pronunciations, guys. Sorka Diffowi0S. Is he from me? I'm getting no. Whoever you're referring to, Body Pendulum is going no. Are they? Is he for them? No. But don't worry, because there are people that are for you, and I'm hearing multiple, so you probably have multiple options. I hope that helps you out. Okay, they want me to just Dauber Thane asks, should my husband and I try for another baby? Not right away. Overall, I'm getting no right now. I would give it time and space for a bit. That's what I'm getting. I hope that resonates and helps. Okay, we're going back to an older question. Quick answer here. Pangolin Dragons asks, should I post TikTok videos? Yes. And I'm hearing be creative and go with your gut instinct on like the content, if that makes sense, and stay consistent if you want to gain traction. I hope that helps. Anything else? And be you on there if you do that, okay, Pangolin Dragon? Hope that helps you. Yes, so which one should I do next? Okay, Sarah X Smile, should I leave my job? Yes, I would make an exit strategy though. Being the highest good for you to just jump ship. Maybe not just like jump ship, but exit strategy, and quickly might not be a bad idea, but I would start applying if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting for you. Ooh, what's next? Okay, I see it. Yes, and by the way, guys, there is just an overwhelming amount of Q&A. I don't feel overwhelmed. I'm just going to trust I get to the right ones for me to get to. So I will do the best to get to everything I can. So let's see. Scroll more. Okay, we're going to do Kaylee Marie. Kaylee Marie 13 asks, anything for me, please? What's for Kaylee? Which card deck? That one. So we have Cherubim as a card for you. Look to the stars, accept keys and codes of stellar wisdom. So I feel like you're unlocking, wisdom is unlocked. So I was going to say, I feel like you're unlocking wisdom, but what they said actually was wisdom is unlocking. So I think it's just kind of like, you're at the stage where things are like slowly unraveling for you. And what I mean by that is like illusions are falling away. Like you're just kind of getting wisdom. I feel like you're kind of getting downloads. This card is very, this deck is very like ascension, fifth dimension kind of framework to it. So I would say, I feel like you're becoming energetically inclined. I don't know if you realize that. I feel like you're really sensitive energetically if you don't realize that already. And what this is saying is, sorry, I had some neighbors making noise. There's further wisdom expanding for you, Kaylee Marie. Anything else for you? I would say trust where God is leading you right now. That's what I would say for you. That's coming through pretty strongly. I just feel like your wisdom is going to expand automatically. I just think it's just like at that point where you're getting the downloads and like things are just like happening, where you're just either realizing things or just getting intuitive hits. So that's not quite it, but I just opened this card and it was align with the highest, go with the flow. So that's kind of, I think go with the flow lends itself to that. I'm a little distracted by the neighbors right now, so I'm so sorry about that. But any other final messages for you? Take it slow. Right now in your life, I would take it slow and let things assimilate. I feel like kind of grounding in the energies, if that makes sense. And what does that look like? That could literally just be like take 5 minutes outside with the feet on your earth. Take some time for you and just kind of like be and let things like settle in. I hope that makes any sense to you for what you've been going through. But I feel like you have there's a lot to uncover with you is what they're saying. And there's a lot that's going to be realized by you soon. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Tara Lynn 5. Will my health and life get better? Yes, with time. So let's separate this out. Will your health get better? It will be a journey, is what I'm getting. It will be a journey. Will your life get better? Yes. I feel like easily too. I think it's I feel like there's some small choices that would make some quick fixes. And what are those? I'm hearing habitual. So if there's anything habitually you do or any tweaks to your habits you can make that would improve the quality of your life quickly, like I would look at your daily routine, maybe particularly in the morning. Anything you can do to get up with a smile on your face, whether that's a guided meditation or a quick like gratitude checklist, just something to like get into that energy, I would do. That's a really quick fix. I'm sure there's more to it with the habitual thing. But as far as health, what I get as the message is do everything you can. And what does that mean? What does that mean? I would hit it from every angle you can, like the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, the physical, everything you can do or try, I would, and just stick with what's working. I think herbalism would be a good thing to look into. I would see an herbalist if you haven't. Holistic healing is great. And by the way, legal disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, but that's what I'm getting for you, Tara Lynn 5. Anything else? I'm hearing you're very spiritual, so I'm sure you'd be open to certain like healing modalities. Like you probably already tried a lot of them, like Reiki or anything else. But I feel like you are on the right track. I would keep going with that. But I'm sorry to hear you're having issues with that. Not that one yet. Okay. I'm gonna do Nikita. Nikita Maharaj, 015. Will my husband come back to me or are we over? I think it's more the second. I'm hearing there's some gray area with this one, and I don't necessarily like. I'd like to keep it cut and dry, but he might be around per se. But my body. Thank you, Kaylin, for the fire. It's leaning more towards yes. It's over. I would move on as you can, if that makes sense. I feel like there's a lot to pick up, and I keep hearing gray area. Like there's this weird in between stage, or like it might be for a while, depending on where you're at with it, if that makes sense. But are they going to be like end up remarried or anything? I don't think it's very likely that you'll be like remarried or let's see. So with each other, sorry. Will they get back together long term? It's really not likely you guys will get back together long term. That's what I'm getting. But for some reason they keep talking about a gray area, so I'm not sure exactly. Kylie, thanks for the water reminder. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I just needed to like reset. Man, I'm not sure how bathroom breaks are going to work with this. Okay, this was like 2 hours ago. I'm so sorry for the people who asked something like 2 hours ago. Mandy, can I have a general reading, please? I don't think I got to you, Mandy, so hopefully you're still here hanging out. Let's see which. Yeah, Muriel. Archangel Muriel, trust your own wisdom, have faith in your psychic impressions. Let's see. You need to trust yourself is really what that's saying. And I feel like you know things you don't realize you know, and that's very, that's really, yeah, you know things you don't realize you know. Because you're intuitive. I think that's going to become uncovered more as the years go by, if it hasn't already. But I think the more you can uncover that, the better, even if you feel like you're already like really uncovering that. And I feel like you are uncovering that. What else for you, Andy? Yeah, I would trust that like if you have intuitive impressions, they are actually correct. I think the universe will show you that too. As you get certain intuitive messages or visuals, if you feel like you start getting them or already get them, I feel like you already do. They're saying the universe will show you they're accurate, at least eventually. So if you're still working on building trust with them, just ask the universe to show you, hey, like please show, if I'm getting these messages, please show me they're accurate. And just ask with, let the universe guide you into further trust with your gifts. But beyond that, I am hearing like let yourself feel. I feel like you're a deep feeler, so I would let emotions rise to the surface to be released, if that makes sense. And if you feel like you're suppressing them or repressing them, I wouldn't. At least when you're alone. Let's see. This one popped out. So Archangel Rokiel, enter higher planetary service, be a blazing light. They're kind of pointing to the second one. Be a blazing light. I would shine, and anything you feel called to do to be of service to others, I would do. And that could be spiritual, more spiritually based. I'm at 15% phone battery, so I'm going to go as long as I can here. But I don't think I'm going to be getting to everyone. I have been at this for about 3 hours now. So 9, 10, yeah, something like that. We're gonna go this way. Right there, I'm gonna go up. Oh, okay. Hazel and XY asked, who are my spiritual guides? How do I reach out? Yeah, so I I do have a book on the topic. It's the second link in my link tree in my bio, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Speaking with Source. It is a channeled guide on how to connect and how to begin speaking with your guides, essentially. That's a resource that's available to you. They also like to have me point people towards Lee Harris. He has a course called How to Channel and Why. I'm not affiliated with him, and that's not how I learned to channel, by the way, but I've gone through the course after I started channeling. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. So I like to refer people to that as well. Who are your guides? You know what? Weirdly enough, I hear angelic, like angels, but I also hear Arcturian. And you know, I'm not a huge like galactic. I don't venture into the aliens thing all that much, but when I hear it for someone, I like to say it for them because that's going to resonate for them. So I'd look into like Arcturians or like certain starseed races like that. I feel like that might play a role for you. I feel like you're working with Buddha and Kuan Yin as well. Ganesha loves to pop through on these lives, so I would say him as well. Would be a good one to work with if you don't already. Anything else? I feel like you work with fairies as well, Hazel and XY. So I hope that's just kind of some of the things. Don't get too caught up on too many of the specifics. Anything else that I should say about that? You don't necessarily need to know exactly who your guides are to channel them. I will say, like I knew it was of the highest light and for the highest good, of course, when I did start channeling and hearing messages from my guides, just because I did. I didn't necessarily know all their names, and when I asked, they were like, you know, we don't really have names up here. That's not a thing. But then they gave me a name just to satisfy my human want for names, if that makes sense. So I hope that answers the question for you. Anything else? Okay, Gabriella. Hi, will the person in my mind come back? Unfortunately, right now I'm getting no. And this card flipped open, Guardian Angel, love yourself unconditionally, ask for help. And what are they guiding my attention to? I would look for, ask for angelic support, I would say, just from the angelic realm, the angelic kingdom. And my eye was drawn towards the star. So star in like the tarot is hope. So I'd say there's hope. Maybe not with that person, but in general, the right person will come along and you will actually forget all about them in the future. So I hope that helps you out. Yeah, and then we have Archangel Lavender, and she's kind of releasing the birds, and what I heard was like release them. So I would release them and do your best to move on. I'm so sorry to hear about that because I know that's not always what you want to hear. And then we have Archangel Faith popping out here, which is with faith you are invincible, believe in yourself. And what that's saying to me is have faith that the right things will occur. And then and Archangel Mary, which I'm pretty sure is related to Queen of Angels, like Mary, Mother Queen of Angels, which is about miracles. But it's also, I think it's about, I'm hearing divine timing, and then also like just kind of supporting you through that, if that makes sense, bringing love to you. I hope that makes sense and helps you. What's next? Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. It's been such a joy, and I hope they're not tired of me shouting them out, but Stephanique and Kylie have been fantastic just hanging out and moderating. So give them some love, be kind to them. They're very cool, and they've been hanging out with the chats here, the lives for a while, and they've always been joys and fantastic to be around. So will I get pregnant this year? Sherman writes, will you get pregnant this year? I mean, my body pendulum is swinging to no. Does that mean it's not a possibility? I mean, no, but I am getting no. So that doesn't mean if you don't want a pregnancy, don't practice safety, if that makes sense. Yeah, like I would still be safe if you don't want one. I feel like you're asking because you do, though, yeah. So I would keep at it if you are trying to get pregnant, if that makes sense. And keep in mind, this isn't like these tend to be very accurate, but I want you to keep in mind, like, if you can change the course of your life, you can, you do have a sway over your future, if that makes sense. I am getting no at this point for this trajectory you're on, but if you want to get pregnant, I would try to manifest it in some way, shape, or form, like put a prayer out to the universe, see what's going on. But if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be for this year. I hope that helps. Yes, I'm at 13% battery life, and I don't have a way to charge my phone while doing this, unfortunately. And that's a long story because my charger port doesn't work, so I use the wireless charging. And that's why I don't do 12-hour lives, which would be fun. I don't know if I'd make it, but it would turn into like dinner with me while I was doing readings. But we were at 111 people here with the live if anyone wants to make a wish. Okay, we're answering this. Jennifer Ipetsky asks, I've been in a dark period 10 plus years now. Is it ending soon? Overall, I get yes. I want to say, there's a couple things I want to say, but let's see what they say. You might have to work out of it a bit. I want to say that the energies we're in general, because we're kind of venturing into lighter, brighter times. I know it doesn't always seem like that in the world around us because there's chaos and there's COVID. But if you tune into the energies that are coming to the earth and like the light, it's actually lighter and brighter. That can cause stuff to come up for people and like purge. That can cause a lot of chaos. Jesus, things like restructure, which is kind of what you're seeing with COVID, is like there's kind of like the destruction before the creation, if that makes sense. There's a bit of like old structures falling away so the new can be birthed, if that makes sense. But I feel like healing is very supported. I feel like coming out of darker periods is very supported energetically at this time, just on the earth. So it is possible to come out of it soon. I do get overall yes for you. I feel like you might have to do some work. I don't know what kind of inner work or healing you've been doing to try and get out of it. But I would delve into that potentially. Like, I don't know how spiritual you've gotten with it, if you've learned like Reiki or any energy healing or just different tools. Like there's a modality called Access Consciousness with Dr. Dane Here is the person who, he's one of the people who really is like the face of it, I guess. And then there's Gary Douglas. But there's a book called Being You, Changing the World Is Now the Time by Dr. Dane Here. Consider looking into that book. It has a lot of tools to help you change and shift your reality and try to help make your life better. So that's some, if you haven't heard of that, that's something I am feeling called to present you with. They do have a lot of videos on YouTube. I feel like the book or the audiobook kind of delves into the tools in a way that's presentable and usable, if that makes sense. But I mean, I feel like you might have to do some work, but you can do it. You can get out of the dark period. You can get to a better place. And I feel like you are, by the universe, you are supported in it. And I would ask for some more support in getting out of it from the universe and from the angelic realm. So however your spirituality operates, I would get more spiritual with it. I would even manifest it. I would write down getting out of that dark period and just ask for whatever steps it will take to get out of there. But you can do it. And you will. I feel like you will. I hope that helps, Jennifer. I hope that makes sense for your situation too and resonates. Okay, we're going to do Desiree asked, will Augustine and I last, or is it best if I leave? Will Augustine and I last, or is it best if I leave? Neither is what I hear. Sorry. I think I just might have altered the course of all that by saying that answer. It might last a while is what I would say. As far as where we were, where the trajectory is now, but after I said all that, now what's the trajectory? I feel like you're gonna have to make that choice. I think it could last a while. Is it best if you leave? I actually kind of get no, like not right away. I think there's things that could play out that could be really good for the both of you. I think there's more that needs to play out in general. Will it now that I said that? Potentially not, and I apologize. But I guess at the end of the day, now that I said all of that, I'm hearing it's up to you. But I do hear, I don't feel like it will last, is what I'm saying. So you're probably going to end up leaving. But But you could stay for a while if you want. I don't think it's the end of the world if you do. In fact, it might even be good, but that is entirely up to you. I know like these readings get weird, and because sometimes I'll get an answer of like, oh, will this relationship last? It's like, no, but maybe leaving is not the best option yet either. So but it's weird because you kind of, I don't know. I'm sorry. Hope that helps. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to do as many more as I can, and really, we're doing it. Sophie Vogel 126. General reading, please. Which deck? That's the card. So we have Tiger's Eye, self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. And we're cutting to, oh, Garnet. Purification and detoxification. Thanks for the flowers, Emily? Oh, jeez, I'm sorry, I missed your name. So, with all that, I got distracted by dropping the cards. And then we have life lessons and deep emotional healing popped out. So let's look into this here for a second. For Sophie Vogel, they want to reiterate, and this is collective. A lot of people are on the right track right now. You're on the right track. I'm hearing get deep with things, and that's an interesting message. So what that means is like, it's like anything you do, go deep with it. And I get this image of like a whale shark or like a really deep sea water creature, just kind of like in the murky depths of the sea. I'm just hearing you're meant to go deep, if that makes sense, Sophie. Like deep healing, deep spirituality, deep knowing. This is a weird way to say it. It's like deep founded intuition, if that makes sense. It's like, I feel like you have a deep connection to source, to God, creator, you know, whatever your term for God, source of all is. And I just feel like you're meant to go deep with a lot of things, and that's kind of general. And that's kind of like, I don't think it's vague. I think you'll know what it refers to because you probably realize you're deep. You're very intuitive. I don't know if you have a lot of water in your chart astrologically, but I just get a lot of water energy, if that makes sense, with that intuition. I don't know if Pisces resonates at all, but there's like a Pisces kind of energy with that knowing is what I'm hearing, which is interesting. But one of the messages, and sometimes they'll repeat, yeah, it's like go your own way, like take your own route, swim your own your own method, if that makes sense. I feel like you know what's right for you, and that's why they want to bring that through for you. I just feel like more than anyone else, you know what's right for you. Sometimes you might feel confused, but at the end of the day, like, you'll know if something feels off or right, if that makes sense. Anything else? And I would trust what you feel called to say and do at this time. I think you are guided. I hope that helps, Sophie. Oh, and let life lead, Sophie, is another like last second message. What I mean by that is like, as a brief example, like say I want to move somewhere, but I can't find an apartment because I have this cat, and like I'm trying to move in a rush, but like I keep getting shut down. It's like, okay, let life lead. There's a reason you're not moving to an apartment right away. There's a reason your cat is like, there's a reason the circumstances are where they are. So if something's blocked like that, let life lead, because it's all for the highest good. It's the universe getting you to where you need to go. So any circumstance that resonates like that, I keep an eye out for that. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Gonna do Julia Badger. Will I find my soulmate soon, or have I already? So if you're talking about romantically, like your soulmate, I don't feel like you have yet, is what I'm getting. Will you find your soulmate soon? Not right away. I would give it some time, like potentially like a year or two, or even 3. I know that seems off in the distance, and excuse me, I apologize, because I think we want sooner time frames than that, but they will come. There are a lot of people you'll know from past lives around. You might even meet a twin flame at some point soon, is what I'm hearing. Potentially very soon. in the year to come. I'd keep an eye out for that and watch out for that twin flame energy. And I do feel like the twin flame, like all the information out there, the whole thing can get a little kind of eluded for a lot of people just because there's misinformation. There's people, I mean, you get it. You've probably, if you've looked into that at all, you've probably seen the 20 million different ways people are talking about that. But that's what I'm hearing. So perhaps look into that, and hopefully you'll find the right information on that. I hope that makes sense. But I feel like you'll have a lot of love in your life one way or another, regardless of the soulmate situation. I hope that helps. I'm going to try and scroll down to the old ones. And guys, just so you know, this is definitely a higher volume of people. Today has really been our highest volume live, so we're still working out the kinks. So I really just am getting to what I can here, and if I have to switch up how I do these lives, I will. I feel like this works, but I know I can't get to everyone, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh, a lot of these are repeats. Oh, man. Okay, Christine Davis, 67. I hope you're still with us. I'm so lost. I'm not on any path. Please help. So, yeah, let's see. I think one thing I said it earlier today, but it comes through a lot, and it's being lost is the step to being found, if that makes sense. You're on the path to being found. So in a sense, you are right where you are, even though you don't feel like you're on any path right now. And this might sound like common advice, but I'm hearing get in tune with you. It's like the path right now is that there is no path. The path right now is that you're getting in tune with who you are so that you can be on a path that feels right to you and resonates, if that makes sense. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with experiencing life like that and being on that flow, if that makes sense. So anything else for you? I'm really hearing the more you can get in tune with yourself, the better. How can you get in tune with yourself? I feel like meditation or some sort of spiritual practice, because right now the path, I guess, is within, if that makes sense. The path is getting to a place where you feel like you are on a path, so you are on the path, if that makes sense. You are always on the path, even if you don't feel like you're on the path. It's a weird thing that's coming through for you in this type of way, but that's what I'm getting. And a weird message that comes through in this more metaphorical is just because there isn't a road doesn't mean you're not in the right place. The universe knows where you are. In all aspects other than you thinking you're lost, you're not lost. Does that make any sense to you? But as anything else goes, as far as practical advice for where you're at, just pick a route you want to go or try, and just go and try it, and let life lead from there. Like if it's right, things will work out, or if it's not, it won't, or it might lead to something else that you're interested in. There's no, within reason, there's no wrong move for you right now, if that makes sense. And of course, don't go on any type of substance abuse binge. Don't do that. But as far as life choices, life paths go, there's not a totally wrong way. It's just things that will resonate and things that won't. So I would pick something that you think will resonate and try it and see how it actually feels. I hope that helps. I hope that helps you out. I know that's not always a fun place to be, but the path will reveal itself. I think the more inner work you do right now, the better. I hope that helps you out. Oh my gosh. Guys, I don't know if you will stick around, but I have to use the bathroom so badly. And I've got 9% battery life, so I want to try. I hope I don't lose everyone in the live here if I use the restroom. Is anyone else? I hope I'm... I want to give a shout out to Kylie and to Stephanie for moderating. You guys have been awesome. I'm seeing this really quickly. Albina Guru, could I have a reading on my marriage? Will it last? Albina, for your marriage, I'm hearing yes, the marriage will last, but you have to do the work. You both do. That makes sense. I feel like you are on track, but you have to keep working at it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to say this. Namsib. I'm so sorry about the name pronunciation, but I'm just going to say Namsi or Nam. Will I get transferred to Pretoria this year? I'm getting no. Yeah, I mean, my body pendulum is swinging to no. Is it a possibility? And yeah, it's like it's in the cards, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know if that's what you wanted to happen, but I am getting no at the moment. Cool. Let's see. Anything else? Midlife Intrigue says go to the bathroom. Okay, yeah, I really need to go to the bathroom. I'm like squeezing my legs right now. So guys, bear with me. If someone wants to let them know I'm in the bathroom in the chat, I'll be right back. And like, I think I timed it last time. It's like a minute and a half. So I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. I appreciate it. That might have taken longer than a minute and a half because I feel like I was standing there for a very long time. Okay. Oh, that's great. So thanks for hanging out, guys. We only lost like 10 people, which is pretty cool. So just so you know, I'm only at 7% phone battery life, and I don't have a way to charge my phone while doing this without making it very awkward, where I'm just like staring down at the phone on a flat surface, which would be kind of funny, but probably not the quality we're going for. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this really quickly. Please read, is this, this isn't my life asks, please read, is this person good for me and my kids? Body pendulum swinging no overall, unfortunately. Not the best. Yeah, I would potentially move on. Go with your gut though. That's just what I'm getting about the situation. All right, so I'm gonna scroll through my question Q&A here. Guys, just so you know, the Q&A is very all over the place. So if I tried to answer these in order, it just was not happening. So I apologize if I'm not getting to everyone in order. It's just not gonna happen as things are right now. User 2721347911039 asked, any messages for me from my spirit guides? If you're still around, we've got Archangel Lavender. Prepare for soul healing, forgive, and release everyone. So forgiveness is really the key theme I'm hearing. But actually forgive yourself. Just for any like past transgressions you feel you've made. I do want to say like the universe is infinitely kind and compassionate and merciful. And to a degree, it would be good if you were too, to yourself. And I'm also hearing trust yourself. If you've been feeling like you've been getting intuitive promptings, or if you've just been feeling certain ways about things, I would trust yourself and like trust what you feel guided towards and what to do. I feel like you're expanding right now. I feel like you have a lot of light around you, is also what I'm hearing. But yeah, I would move along from anything that doesn't serve you. That's what I'm hearing right now. But self-forgiveness and of course the ever-present message that my guides love to say is to be you. Morning, Tifa. Hi, Brendan. Hey, how are you doing? How's it going? Will my husband's case be dropped? It's tricky. My body pendulum's going no, yes, which overall says yes, but there might be work to be done to get to that point. I would definitely try to do everything you can to try to get to that outcome, if that makes sense. It's like I get like a yes, but if that makes sense. So there might be some sort of caveat to it, and I know that doesn't like necessarily help, but I would definitely do everything you can try to do to get that outcome. So I'm sorry I'm not getting like a super cut and dry answer, but hopefully that helps. I'd say there's hope in that situation. I don't feel like it's going to be the worst case outcome in that situation. Let's see. I want to try and find an older one. Christine Davis, 67, asked, should I stay or go? Second one, I get go. Should I stay? Go. I get go. So whatever that means to you, I would do that. Jonathan's Broken South asks, will I ever get a reading? Been here for myself. Yes. Moving on. No, I'm just kidding. I got you. Let's see. So one thing I'm hearing for you, Jonathan, is time to open up. That's like to yourself, to others. I think I feel like there's a lot of good in you, is what I'm hearing. A lot of good that you can unveil to yourself and others. It's a really interesting message. But if you're working on anything, I would say don't give up on anything you're working on right now. Like if it's a project or whatever it is, I think that's it's important you stay the course on that. And they're really saying like don't be afraid to open up to people. I don't know if you feel like you have trouble opening up to people, but even if it's just like a close friend that you trust, just like I feel like it'll help you solve things, is what I'm hearing. So let's see. Anything else for you? They also want to say like there's nothing wrong with you. I don't know if you felt like there's something wrong with you, or if people have like tried to imply or said there's something wrong with you, but there's not, is another thing. Like I'm hearing perfectly normal, and that doesn't mean like average or bad normal. It just means like you're not a bad person, and you're not like there's nothing wrong with you. That's just what's coming through. Just really don't give up is another thing that's coming through. Anything else that you need to know? And you know what, a message that does come through frequently is trust the outcomes, because it's leading to better. So any circumstances, anything that's happening in your life, trust the outcomes of things right now. I feel like there's a lot of resolution kind of in the months to come of certain things or relationships just in general, and it's leading to better, even if it's not the outcome you initially wanted, if that makes sense. So I hope that helps. There's a little bit more. I just want to reiterate, don't give up. So if you've been thinking about giving up, just don't. You can do it. You can get through this. I hope that helps. Guys, I'm at 5% battery life, so as it winds down, I'm going to get to a couple more, and I'm going to have to wind it down. And Stephanique and Kylie, please, moderators, they're the moderators, please DM me. I just want to thank you guys so much for moderating and jumping in and stepping up, because we had a huge influx of people, which is awesome. No 96 asked, should I give up on eating meats? I want to say if you're going to do that, ease into it, like not right away. I would really research everything about the nutrition and like what your body is going to need. You can do it though. The overall answer is yes. It's just, it's like a yes, but you might have to do some like nutritional supplements or just something to make sure you're staying healthy and really gauge how your body responds to and how you're feeling after a month or two, just to make sure you're getting what you need. That's what I'm getting. But you know what? Vegan isn't a bad idea for you, is what I'm hearing too. Honestly, vegan is good, is what I just heard. Man. Okay, I'm gonna find a couple more questions here. I'm so sorry if I didn't get to everyone. Definitely had a huge influx of people for this live, which is fantastic. It does mean I can't get to every question, unfortunately, without hanging out all day, which I would love to do. I can't, unfortunately. Let's see, but I might end up trying to, no. I do go live every Sunday morning. That's been my track, like around 8:30 a.m. So anyone, I'll just try to get to as many questions as I can. Here we go. Kylie Dosty is asking for Ashley. Is Ashley going to get an internship this summer? I'm hearing she's got to hustle. So my body pendulum went no yes. A lot of like no yeses and yes nos today. It's very possible. I would definitely. I mean, I'm getting yes overall, but you've got to hustle. I would say really go for it. Like put in those applications, do everything you can, do what you got to do. It's highly likely is what I'm getting. Anything else? Also, for Ashley, I would say do what you feel called to do, if that makes sense. Don't get too wrapped up in what people want you to do. I hope that helps. So whoever said hydrate and rest, thank you. I will do that. Stephanique, thank you for that shout out, for helping let people know about that. I appreciate the heck out of you guys. Midlife intrigue, guys. Should I move forth with poetic readings? Yes. And that is a direct yes. That wasn't a no yes or yes no. That was straight yes. Do it and let it expand, if that makes sense, because it might evolve continually as you do that more. That's what I'm getting. And you should definitely do that, really. That's a good idea for you. Love Truth Light asks, what can I focus on to remove fear blocks? So there's a lot of advice that comes through, and a common thing you'll hear people say is feel the fear and do it anyways. I do feel like meditation will help, and just being able to sit with the fear without it consuming you, where like you step back, you feel it, you're not consumed by it, you let it process out, if that makes sense. But you do have to do, I feel like taking action and realizing, is it like just taking consistent action and like even if it's just a small step, even while you're feeling the fear, like feel the fear and do it anyway, can alleviate the fear because you realize there's nothing to fear on the other side of doing the thing that you were afraid of, if that makes sense. It's almost like, what's a good example? Like doing personal readings for me. I wouldn't say I was afraid, but like you get nervous because you're like, wow. So this is my first personal reading for someone I don't know. And I am literally just gonna, meet this person or get on the phone or whatever and channel things about their life. And I have no idea what this person looks like. Thanks for the fire, Kaylin. So it's like, but once you do it, you're like, oh wait, I can do that. Like the feedback is positive. Like, okay, I can do this. And like, you're a little less nervous the next time, and you're a little less nervous the next time. And like as you continually move through it, you get better at moving through it until you don't have to move through it anymore because it's not there. So in a way, it's like, oh, thanks so much for the bag there, Emily. Um, so in a sense, nothing to it, do it to it, but to do it. Sometimes when I start going to channel mode, my words stutter. So anything else for you on that? In a sense, what they want to say is realize there's nothing to fear. Um, because in a sense, fear is an illusion. There really isn't anything to fear. It's like a bodily response to certain stimuli. Um, and it's okay to move past it. That's an interesting way to say that. My guides are saying that, but like don't worry too much if you feel fear, because you will find the ways around it, especially as you take action. And just don't let it paralyze you. Weirdly, they're saying like you're too good for that, and that's not a shame-based statement. I think what they're saying is like what you're afraid of, there's nothing to worry about, and there's a lot of good you can do, and and part of this is your journey is overcoming the fear, and that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with feeling held back or being held back by fear, but it's worth moving through it with what you have to offer, if that makes sense, and who you can become. I hope that makes sense for you. Love, truth, light. Okay, guides want me to do this. Next 503, please read. Had a falling out with a friend. Fix. I'm hearing let it resolve itself. I would reach out when you're ready, though. I'm hearing like multiple things here. I'm hearing like reach out when you're ready, but I wouldn't expect a quick fix to it. It's okay to let things dissolve and recoup like down the road when you've both had time to process and do your own thing. I feel like there are other friends for you, though. I know it stinks to like lose someone like that, but I do feel like the right friendships will find you. Sometimes things fall out of our life, so something new can replace it, but that doesn't mean that down the road you won't get back together. Because I feel like you will reunite at a certain point, but it is down the road. It's down the road after you've both worked through some things. I hope that helps. But it's okay to let that go for now and focus on yourself and your own life. I feel like that was mostly accurate. I feel like there's a bit more. I feel like you got it, though. I think you got the gist. Let's see, 3% battery life. So it's kind of a forced wind down. I feel like I could just do this all day and just, I don't want to do that to the moderators, though. I don't want to do that to the moderators. Okay. I can do one or two more here. I'm so sorry to everyone I didn't get to. I do go live every Sunday morning around 8:45 to 9 a.m. I want to say. Sometimes earlier at 8:30, but just to give us some buffer. Will your friend come? And I think this was the same person, Snix 503. Yeah. Your friend's not going to come back right away because I see you double asked it here. We're going to do Rose Summers as a read here. Thank you for what you're doing. You're welcome. Is there guidance for me? Yeah. BU is just going to come through for everyone, but when it comes through, I trust that it's coming through for a reason, even if it feels redundant or seems redundant, because I think it means something different to each person. I feel like there's a lot of release right now for you, and like, are you going through any type of like fears as well, or like dark fears? I would move through those if you feel like you're going through anything like that. I know we just talked about that. But I have two cards here, Guardian Angel. So don't be afraid to ask for help like in your personal life. But we also have Archangel Doranka. And the reason I'm saying release is because my eyes are drawn to the bats, and that's just the words they were sending me. My guides was like release. But this one says, hone your psychic abilities, see through illusion. I feel like you're about to see through illusion in your life with people, which is a good thing. What else am I getting for you? This is a weird message because a lot of the times I get don't give up, but what I'm hearing for you is don't be afraid to give up. And what I mean by that is like, it's like if something really isn't serving you, it's okay to walk away, if that makes sense. And I think you'll know how that applies to your life. Like that's probably more relationship based. Nope, it might be something else. But but it's like it's okay to walk away is what I'm hearing from certain things. Anything else? The ever present trust life message. Really trust life right now and in like I want to say year to come, years. Oh, I mean always trust life, but um, things are going to play out really interestingly for you. And like it's weird, like I see like a swirl. It's like unexpected outcomes. It's like that's not quite like there's some mystery. But I'd say overall, don't worry. I feel like the path is overall set for good things, and you're on the right track. But right now, I feel like it's about uncovering illusions, if that makes sense. I hope that makes any sense. And I think that's about intuition because I flipped open this card and my eyes shot to the word intuition. So I would hone that in and perhaps even do card readings just to practice that if you don't do them already. Um, and here we have Archangel Michael, stand in your power, be true to yourself. And that was like the BU message. Um, I think that's it. I think, but really trust who you are. I think things will turn out for the better in the long term for you, is what I want to say. Like, way better. So thanks so much, Rose Summers. Guys, I'm at 2% battery. I'm probably going to have to wind this down. Bella Fox, how does my crush feel about me? Is Bella Fox's crush into them? I feel like it's lukewarm, but gaining steam is what I want to say is how your crush feels about you. It's like there's interest, it's gaining. I would keep doing what you're doing, whatever you're doing. If you're doing anything to like woo them, if that makes sense. I hope that helps. I know I saw your question in the Q&A, so I just saw it in the chat. Guys, Katie Salt, am I on the right path for my future? Thanks. I think yes and no. I think getting more clarity on who you are and what you need will help rein that in more in a better direction, is what I'm hearing. Is a really quick answer. Bella Fox, thanks for the fire. Claudia Riddick Carlin, should I write a book? Business advice. I would gain more experience, but business advice, yes, if you're going to write a book. I don't know how much experience you have, but I would do research on that. I would use your personal stories in that book, by the way. Sorry, I know I'm kind of like just doing some last second like things in the chat I'm seeing. So that's going to wind it down because my phone's about to die, guys. But thanks so much. This has been a fun as heck live. This has been a huge influx of people we had. That was probably the most volume I've had yet. Super exciting. I was super excited to have you all here, and I have to give the biggest shout outs and so much love and blessings to Kylie, Dusty, and Stephanique, who have been hanging out on these lives for a while and who just jumped into moderatorship like it was nothing, like just took it on. They were just like, yeah, we got this. So thanks for allowing me to breathe easier, guys. You really made my life easier and I could focus on just doing my job instead of like trying to go with everything, try to keep up with everything. But great to see everyone that I normally see. Great to see the new faces. I love you guys so much and I appreciate the heck out of you. And without you guys, there's no reason for me to do this. So, I mean, there is, like, I'll just sit here and channel for myself, I guess, but that's not as fun. I love interacting with you guys and getting to help you guys out. So I'll be live again next Sunday. Let's do 8:45 is what my guys are saying, 8:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. I need to put that in there. Thanks, Serena, for the fire. I appreciate you guys so much, and I am sending so much love. And hopefully I can get to more questions next time. But yeah, thank you guys so much. So I don't even know how to end this. So many blessings.